gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Let me know if you can hear me. We are here. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are here. Let me know if y'all hear me. How are y'all doing on this lovely, what is it, Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, hump day. How y'all doing on this lovely Wednesday? Y'all good? Thank you, Big Sis Glenn, Sonia C, Katina J, and Inga. I always say your name wrong. Inga, thank y'all so very much. And Kelly, look at y'all. Look at y'all. Y'all already came in representing. I appreciate the love. Kelly, Katina, Inga, Sonia, and my big sis, Glenn. What's going on? Y'all can hear me? Okay, good. A lot has happened today. Well, kind of, sort of. Hold on, let me close out because this thing is going to keep dinging. And let me just close it out so I won't get the updates. I don't need the updates for this, or this. I don't need the updates for those things. So a lot has went on today. And I want to talk about it. We're going to talk about that breakdown too. But let's talk about what went on today right quick. And then we're going to get into the breakdown, y'all. Okay. Thank you, Sandra, for renewing your membership. She said, hey, y'all, in a Moore's voice. Okay. Hey, y'all. She said, I keep getting an error. Can y'all see me? I see you, Vanessa. Everybody else see Vanessa? Everybody else see Vanessa? But anyway, we moving on. Listen, we also moving on. We moving on, y'all. We are moving on, but we are going to do this breakdown analysis of Kevin and Toya yesterday. We're going to break it all the way down. I was actually told that I did not play the first video, and I should have, because the first video is what led up to Toya wanting to call for peace in the first place. So I didn't know that. So the first video apparently was all stemmed from a conversation that Jamie contacted Toya on the back end, and basically was like, hey, how do we solve this? You know what I mean? Like, how do we get this back on track or whatever? And that's what led up to the peace treaty that Toya did in the first place. I did not know that. I was not aware of that. So I don't know if y'all want to go back and listen to that one. Let me know if y'all want to, and we can break it down. But if not, we're going to go right into this apology. Now, we talked about the apology yesterday, but we didn't do a psychological breakdown, and I want to do that today. Okay. She said, I didn't know either. Yeah. So there was a video prior to the one that she did saying she wanted peace. And Jamie allegedly reached out to Toya saying, how do we fix this? Like, first she was like, why'd you tell them that I was a hoe in school, whatever. How do we fix this? Okay. And that is why Toya came forward and called for the peace in the first beginning. So let me know if y'all want me to break that one down. If not, we'll go right into the breakdown. She said, I just want to hear your breakdown. Fuck all the in-between. Big sis said, F all the in-between. Who cares about what led up to it? Now, let me just say this. I don't know if y'all remember, but I actually said that they were going to eventually get it together. Remember? And I didn't mean get it together, meaning they're going to be kissing sisters and brothers. They're going to be kumbayaing. But siblings fall out all the time. And I knew that it was only going to be a matter of time that they allowed this to brush over and they get back, they gel well with each other. I already knew that was going to happen. I told y'all that. That's just what happened. And that's why being on the outside, you need to be careful, because jumping in like that and trying to take a side and, root for one and drag the other, and then all of a sudden they're going to hook back up or link back up or get back cool. And then you're going to be looking crazy. So when people do that, I'll be like, oh, Lord, you shouldn't. Because I'm telling you, there's siblings, not only in sibling relationships, but in relationships, period, even boyfriend and girlfriend. You have to be careful. That's one of the reasons why, when I hear some of the our ops say, oh, you came out swinging for Bree. No, I sat back and watched. And I didn't form this platform or come out until much later. Okay. And the reason being is because I actually thought that Brianna and LaTruth was going to get back together. Didn't we all? They was sitting on the steps together, going out and eat Caribbean food, and you know what I mean? They was taking some type of pictures in front of I don't know what there was, a dressing room. I don't know, maybe it'd been a bathroom, but whatever, and kissing on each other. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna get back together. And then out of the blue, you know, boom, something else happened, and then they end up not getting back together. But in my opinion, had social media not came in and start taking sides right away, and had the family, the siblings that jumped into their brother's relationship head first, had they not gotten into it, I do believe that LaTruth and Brianna would have worked it out. Now, who knows if it would have been a forever thing, but they would have worked it out for that issue. But the family came in, and LaTruth, being the non-leader that he is, he did not stop the family from coming in. So in my opinion, the siblings had a lot to do with their breakup. But it wasn't just the siblings. It was the siblings and the supporters. It actually had a lot to do with their breakup. You got a guy wanting to please the public, and you got Brianna that was snapping back. So they both allowed social media and family members to come in between their union. I would have, in my opinion, I would have logged off first. I would have signed off and not entertained social media for a week or two before coming on there, reading this, listening to this, or whatever the case may be, if it was my marriage. And people were actually telling him that. Log off social media and give your relationship, give your marriage some attention. And he agreed. He said, okay, I will. But he didn't do it. Neither one of them did. They did not log off. So anyway, I'm only saying that to say, you got to be careful getting into a relationship issue. Relationships have issues. They have issues. No matter if it's a family relationship or a friend relationship or lover relationship, they have issues. Sometimes you got to allow people to work out their issues. And I knew Toya and Kevin, not saying that they're going to be bosom buddies, but I knew eventually that they would think about this and be like, okay, we're both acting like jackasses. You know what I mean? We both talking about each other kids, which is still our family. We out here looking crazy, embarrassing ourselves and embarrassing our image. And more so, Kevin, than Toya, because to be honest, I don't think Toya has this image that she's trying to uphold. Toya, like, it is what it is. You get what you get. It's the brothers that want people to think that they are something that they're not. Toya tell you, hell yeah, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. Hit the cash app. Hit the cash app. I need help. Toya puts it out there. She lets you know what it is. It's the brothers that want people to think that they're these big time celebrity, public figure, coaches, leaders, They want people to think that they're these positive beings. So they're the ones that's trying to protect the image that that doesn't exist. That's just not real. So anyway, let's get into this. So what happened was Jamie hit Toya up on the back end, and they spoke for a second, and she's like, how do we fix this? So apparently, her saying, how do you fix this? They must have had some type of conversation. I'm not exactly sure, but needless to say, she called basically for peace. And that is how Kevin ended up coming up to her panel. Okay. So we heard yesterday, Kevin came up on her panel, started trying to gaslight her. Neither one of them wanted to take accountability straight out, right? One was saying this, the other one was saying that. They both did wrong, right? So to speak. And when I say both did wrong, Toya's husband is a part of her. So what Toya's husband does, she does, right? So they both did wrong, calling family members out, putting family members' business on social media. And neither one of them wanted to take accountability full-fledged, right? Without pointing the finger at the other one. So, Toya like, I did this, but... And he's like, but I did this, but. So they apologize. And we want to break down today the real message behind the apology, because let me tell you something. All apologies are not the same. And to be honest with you, I would rather not have an apology if I don't see no change actions. You know what I'm saying? If I am still feeling the same way after you apologize to me, if I still feel the same way about you, you can really keep your apology. I don't need an apology to make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? And an apology, in my opinion, is more for the person that's doing the apologizing than the person that they are apologizing to. People apologize to clear their own conscience, right? To, cleanse their own spirit, right? The apology is not meant for someone else, because we all know that people make the fakest apologies ever. Don't apologize to me if you don't mean that shit. Don't apologize to me if you don't mean that shit. Now, in this case, we sat here and we saw siblings going back and forth with each other, calling each other names, whether it was insinuating, making gay insinuations, or in Kevin was basically saying his sister was a liar, pathological, chronological liar. She's basically been a horrible person her entire life, and even said something like she's bigger than another content creator that he supports, right? And things of that nature, hurtful stuff, hurtful things that we heard, right? And, they were doing that with each other, and we heard that, we saw that. It got nasty, got real, real nasty. And so now they are tired of smearing each other all around social media. So now they're like, let's cut this out. So they're like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but I only said that because you said this. That's not an apology. Because if you were sincere about your apology, you don't even have to make no excuses whatsoever. You don't say, I apologize to you, but I did it because of this. No. Because when you apologize, it's tunnel vision. You're apologizing for your part. It's no time to be explaining why you did what you did when you apologizing. You talk about what it is that you did before you get to the apology. But once you apologize, it's, I apologize for hurting you. I apologize for making, for causing pain. I apologize because I know the things that I said to you bothered you. It's not, I apologize, but just know, I only said that because you said this. No, that's not an apology. You can keep that weak shit. Seriously. And if anybody try to apologize to you like that, tell them to keep it, because they don't mean it. All right. So let's get into it. We're going to do a whole breakdown of the whole message behind the apology, because to me, it didn't sound like an apology. It just sounds like a truce. I don't talk about you. You don't talk about me. I really don't fuck with you. You don't have to fuck with me. Go on about your way, and I'm going to go on about my way. Okay? I do not believe Kevin apologized because he cares about her feelings, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why I said that. It was all performative, and it was all per conditions. You know what I mean? I apologize, but you got to do this now. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my wife's name out my, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's go to the beginning. So what happened, y'all? There was a live stream. Toya hosted the live stream to address ongoing public and private conflicts between her and her brother, Kevin Wesley. All right. The discussion centered around online drama, their back and forth banter between each other, family betrayal, allegations, and emotional pain. They went deep. Kevin brought up shit from the 4th grade, 13 years old, kicking indoors, being a chronological liar, a thief, just an overall bad person. Okay. That's what he painted Toya as. All right. So emotional pain, family damage, family betrayal, allegations. All right. So it started off like that. And then Kevin joined the live stream. All right. To have a direct conversation with his sister. They both attempted to de-escalate things publicly. And I asked yesterday, why? Why they ain't call each other on the phone? It's not like Colombia don't have cell phones, right? It's not like he don't have a cell phone in Colombia. They literally could have hashed this out and then came back and said, you know what? Me and my siblings spoke about this on the back end. We cried, we laughed, and we got it all out. And we good now. They could have done that. They literally could have said, we handled this shit like real families do, and y'all, we are good now. We are both publicly asking the public to respect our family. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no more drama. We love each other, blah, 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 blah. Now, to me, that would have been more believable, right? But to monetize, and I said it, to monetize a family dispute just to turn around to monetize a makeup? Yeah, no, I'm not feeling that at all, okay? So anyway, so they did this shit publicly, and Toya said that she wanted peace, that the drama has gone too far, and some things should be handled offline. So Toya did offer that. However, despite that, she hosted the conversation online, invites Kevin to join, and rehashed multiple painful topics, all right? Now, I will say, if Toya truly wanted this offline, she should have had it offline. She should not have went live and even had Kevin to come up. That's one thing right there. Now, I don't know if it's because Kevin called her up and said, no, let's do it online. Since we started it online, let's do it online. I don't know if that happened. But again, if Toya said we should hash this off or some of these things should be done offline, then it should have been done offline, period, right? However, she expressed that she was hurt, saying the conflict cut deep and it harmed her household. They got her husband fired from his job, which not only was it a hit against OB, it was a hit against their entire family. When he lost his job, that is loss of income. So she said, what you said hurt my entire household. It didn't just hurt OB. When you took money out of his pocket, you took it out of my mouth and you took it out of your niece's and your nephew's mouth. Now, in my opinion, I don't know if Kevin called the job or whatnot. I don't know that. But if he did, that's foul. Very, very much foul. Now, supporters doing it is foul, but supporters are going to do what supporters do. You can't stop them from doing shit like that. People just going to be like that, okay? All right? They love seeing people down. Some of these people do. They love seeing them down. They love seeing people broke. And it be the ones that's broke themselves that do that type of stuff. The ones that's broke, the ones that don't have money, the ones that don't know where their light bill coming from the next month, don't know where their rent coming from, don't know how they eat in the next month. Those are the ones that call people jobs and try to get them fired, okay? Those are those type of people. And the reason why I say that is because people that value and understand that you need a roof over your head, food to feed your family, clothes on your back. People that get it would never reach out to someone's employer and try to get them fired. Okay? They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do that because they understand that this person needs to live. This person needs to take care of them. So again, the caliber of people that reach out to people jobs to try to end their income, it's because they want people to be like them, broke, busted, and disgusted, okay? They're feeling the way. And I'm going to tell you something about those type of people. You know how they say, what's the term? I can't think of the term, but it's like people don't want to see you succeed because they're not succeeding. It's a terminology. I can't think of it right now, but they don't want you to succeed because they ain't succeeding. They want you to stay where they are. They want you to stay on their level. You know what I mean? They don't want to see you. They don't want you to grow. They want you to be down and out. That's the same thing they want for Brianna. The ones that's going after Bree the way they are, they hate seeing her flourish. Yes, crap, misery love company. That's it. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Misery love company. They miserable people. And they want the next person to be miserable with them. So, and it makes them feel better about themselves. It makes them say, oh, well, I ain't the only one broke. I ain't the only one got no money. I ain't the only one can't pay my bills. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So anyway, let's continue. So again, calling his job didn't just hurt OB, it also hurt her and her children. All right. She expressed that she never meant to hurt Kevin's kids. She just wanted peace and she wanted to move forward. She also discussed her difficulty in her childhood and growing up without a mother to show her vulnerability. All right. So she was emotionally positioning herself, used to deflect her accountability from past statements and actions. Okay. Now, what I don't understand, and Toya is in her 40s, if I'm not mistaken. And I do believe that if she's in her 40s, I know that that means that Kevin is in his 40s. So I think 40 and 42, is it? Or 40, 41, whatever. I think 40, 42, maybe. You can't still be talking about not having a mommy. Now, you can say that in your 20s and maybe your early 30s, but by the time you hit 40, it's time out with the I didn't have a mama bullshit. I'm just being honest. I'm literally being honest because you've been more of an adult than you've been a child. At some point from 18 to 40 years old, you should have got it by now. So to blame whatever you're going through on not having a mommy, not having a daddy, or anything that happened in your childhood, it is time out. Especially if you ain't went and did the work. You ain't went to counseling. You ain't talked to nobody. You ain't read no self-help books. You have not tried to fix the situation. So you cannot be in your 40s still complaining about what happened to you as a child. You are an adult now. What happened to you as a child? That's his story, history. You can still remember it, but that's not the reason why you are where you are today. And that's what people need to stop doing. Stop blaming what happened to you from 0 to 18 years old. You got to stop blaming that. You in your 40s and your 50s, and you still talking about when I was 6 years old. That has nothing to do with you, how you behave, how you comprehend, and how you move today. You got to take responsibility of you, and blaming your childhood is not it. So I can't buy the I didn't have a mama to teach me this bullshit. You done had a lot of years to figure the shit out. Even if you have to go to the store and buy a damn book, how to be a human, how to be an adult. I'm sure they got them. AI that shit. Chat GTP that shit. But blaming your childhood, I'm not with that, okay? And that's with anybody. Female, male, I'm just not with it. Family, I'm just not with it. I'm just not with it, okay? People use it as a crutch, and then they gonna end up being 70 years old talking about, yeah, this what happened to me when I was 3, and then this what happened to me when I was 16, and yeah. Okay? It has nothing to do with where you are now, okay? So anyway, again, that was that tactic right there is used to deflect accountability. We hear all the time LaTruth say, I didn't have a mother. I didn't have a mother. I didn't have a mother to teach me how to do this. I didn't have a father to teach me how to do this. I didn't have a mother. Bullshit. 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 There's a lot of people didn't have mothers, and they are outstanding humans, okay? They don't use that as a crutch. So anyway, again, yeah, I'm not buying that. So again, Kevin insists that Toya and OB accused him of being gay, and they started it. So he's saying, y'all said I'm gay. Y'all started this whole thing because y'all said I'm gay. All right. Now we done been around the world and yah about this goddamn gay statement for, I don't know. I know with us for almost freaking over 2 years. Over 2 years, we have heard and discussed the gay allegation about Kevin Wesley on my channel. Now, I said what I said yesterday, and I mean that shit, all right? That is, if you are still kicking, screaming, hollering, and fussing about what somebody called you, then there is some validity to that. Because if there was no validity to that, and you've been called that your whole life, you would have been wrote that shit off. Seriously. Doesn't make any sense at this point, right? So anyway, he's like, y'all started it with me because y'all accused me of being gay. And that's why I said all the nasty things that I said because y'all accused me of being gay, right? Toya insists Kevin lied about OB doing the white sugar or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it caused him to lose 1 week of pay. And he had to face multiple drug testing, all right? Neither one of them wanted to apologize. Kevin won't admit that he lied on OB on Toya's panel, says OB was stupid, that if he lost his job over the internet comment, that it was a horrible ass job. Yeah, Kevin said that too. If you lost your job over this, then that means you had an old stupid job, horrible job, okay? Toya won't admit she or OB crossed any lines unless Kevin admits his. The results, a vicious cycle of you did it first and what about what you did, okay? Y'all remember Pee Wee Herman that I am and so are you, and what am I? You are and what am I? You are and what am I? You are and what am I? Or whatever. That's what they was doing, pointing fingers back and forth at each other. Kevin repeatedly tries to redirect the blame. You call me gay. So I said, OB does coke. All right. You didn't defend me when people were lying on me. They were weaponizing your words against me. He refused to take accountability for real world consequences his lies caused OB's job. He refused. Okay. So he says her supporters were weaponizing things even though he made public accusations. All right. Let's talk about some contradictions here. Toya wants to move on privately, yet goes live stream. All right. That is a contradiction because, like I said before, she said she wanted to be private, yet she hit live. All right. She said this ain't for the internet, but she still went live. All right. Kevin claims to want peace, but keep attacking OB. All right. And not only was he attacking OB, he said he wants peace. But in the apology that we heard yesterday that Kevin did, Kevin he used the time to apologize or somewhat apologize to OB or to his sister. Well, let's just say OB and his sister, and attacked Callie and attacked Neo. And I want to say I heard him attack the super fans, okay? Or said something in their direction. But I did definitely hear him attack Neo and Callie multiple times, okay? So saying that you want peace while attacking people, yeah. That's a big ass contradiction. That's not peace. That's chaos, right? Toya says she didn't support people dragging Kevin, but she joined the chats where it happens. Kevin claimed Toya's gay comment harmed his reputation, yet openly lies about drugs use with no remorse. All right. He doesn't care about nobody else's reputation but his own. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's go into the overall tone. Let's talk about tone. Kevin presenting himself as calm, reflective, and emotionally composed, using language meant to sound mature, rational, and self-aware. However, beneath the surface, the live stream was loaded with gaslighting, manipulation, blame shifting, and calculated apologies with strings attached. Okay? All right? We're going to get into the apology in a minute. It says, okay, I'm going to read that in a minute. I'm going to read that in a minute. We're going to come back to that one. So it says, okay, let me go back up because I got to do this because the false apology. So the false apology or the false accountability, his quote was, I apologize for my contribution, but I won't take the blame for what I didn't do. All right. So this sounds like an apology, but it's conditional and protective. He's attempting to appear humble while still maintaining control of the narrative. And y'all know that's what narcs want, baby. They want the control. All right. Real accountability doesn't come with disclaimers. Again, if you have ever been involved in conflict, which we all have, and someone, let me tell you, I can't stand this with a passion. And this is even in my own relationship. I will end a conversation, and not even my own relationship, with a few people that I've had to deal with, even, amongst us. I don't like someone acting like they're taking accountability, but have all types of excuses. It drives me absolutely bonkers. Or they'll say, you know what? I apologize. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. Now, where's your apology? Don't you owe me one? Don't you think you should be apologizing to me? What about me? What about me? Oh my God. Anyway, real accountability doesn't come with disclaimers, meaning the buts, or I did it because, or all right, I apologize to you. What about me? What you gonna say to me? Don't you think you owe me an apology? Don't you think you should be apologizing to me too? Damn! Can I do that on my own? Can I feel that if I want to take accountability for something, let me do that on my own? Right? So anyway, again, he was attempting to appear humble while still maintaining control of the narrative. Real accountability doesn't come with disclaimers. All right. I apologize for what I said, but you just have to know that I didn't do that, or I didn't do it the way you think, blah, blah, blah. Then that mean your ass is not sorry. Why waste your voice and your time and your efforts to say you apologize when you really don't mean it? All right. Justifying harm by claiming he was hurt first. So Kevin said, I lied about OB doing coke, but that's because he called me gay. Right? Again, he justifying harm that he caused by claiming that, yeah, well, you hurt me first. You hurt my feelings, and therefore I did this. All right. So this is classic retaliation dressed up as a reason. He's implying his lie was warranted because, well, he was insulted first. But lying about drug use cost someone their job, while being called gay didn't cost Kevin a thing. All right. Even though he kept saying, it's going to mess up my reputation. It's going to mess up my reputation. Dude, how is it going to mess up your reputation when you said out your own mouth that you've been called gay ever since you was a child? Huh? So it's not the same thing, right? But let us continue. Again, classic retaliation dressed up as a reason, all right? The contradiction, later he said, I don't care if people call me gay, but continue to use it as a reason for slandering OB. So which one is it? Do you care? You don't? Because he did do that. He literally said he made up a lie about OB doing the white powder because he was called gay. And in the same video, he states, I don't care about people calling me gay. So if you don't care about people calling you gay, then why you make up that lie about the cocaine again? Huh? Why you say that again? Yeah, okay. Okay. Which one is it? Which one you sticking with? All right. So deflecting by attacking others is a distraction technique. Neo, she raped her brother. Neo is gay herself. Neo is obsessed with me. He went on and on and on about Neo in his so-called apology to his sister and brother-in-law. Well, this is a strategic deflection. He shifts the focus from his wrongdoings to wrongdoings that he did toward OB and Latoya. He shifted to Neo, painting her as a deviant, a liar, and a predator. Okay, that was all to distract the audience for what he did to Toya and OB, baby. You have to catch it though. He didn't want to stick too long. He didn't want the audience to think about what it is that he did. Okay, I lied, but let me talk about what Neo did. Let me talk about Callie. Let me say something to what they did to me, because guess what? If the audience would have really soaked it in that he lied on OB, right? If they would have thought about it for more than 3 seconds, they would have been like, damn, dude, you did that for real? You lied? So OB really you ain't never seen, you never walked in and saw him smoking crack? You never saw that? But it sounded so real because it did, right? The way he explained how he walked in, I mean, he painted a whole picture, y'all. I walked in, we was having a family function, and I walked in and I saw OB. He was sniffing cocaine, and I saw him do it, and I just walked out. I went back to the family gathering, and I didn't say nothing to him. But yeah, OB, I saw you, man. I saw you, dude. He said it's so believable. So if he can calmly, not laughing, not yelling. He wasn't yelling when he told that story, right? So if he can so calmly come up with a lie just like that, then what else has he lied about? You have to ask yourself that. What else has he lied about? So just because you're calm with it, don't mean that you're not lying about it, huh? But again, the reason why he switched to Neo, calling her, she raped her brother, she's gay herself, she's obsessed with me. He did that as a strategic deflection. Let me shift the focus. Let me start calling out the wrongdoings of someone else to get the focus off of me, to distract the audience from what I literally just admitted that I did to Toya and OB. All right. Let's talk about the contradiction. He claimed he wants to protect his family and heal privacy, but yet he publicly makes unproven serious allegations against another woman on a public platform. Yeah, that's not protecting his family. That's not healing, because that's what he said. I want to heal. We need to all heal. No, Kevin doesn't want to heal. No. Kevin wants Toya and OB to shut up. That's it. That's all. Well, let me tell you why. He wants them to shut up because he can't be arguing back and forth with his sister and his brother-in-law while he's trying to create his tribe. He can't be trying to recruit people to pay money into his tier 1 to get them over to Colombia to pay his HOA fees. He can't be doing a recruitment and arguing back and forth with his sister. It's not a good look at all. All right. Yep. He repeatedly claimed, I want peace. I want peace. He did this while doing what? Being a drama queen, a straight up ass drama queen. He says, and I quote, from this day forward, I won't bring it to the internet anymore. But let me tell y'all again how it started and what she did. Again, he did do that. He kept doing that. He kept saying, all right, I'm done with it, it's over. And then he continued to talk about it. He continued to say, oh yeah, but she did this, and she did that, and she did this, and she did that, and she did this. He continued to talk about it, even though he said, moving forward, no more drama. Moving forward, I won't talk about it no more. Moving forward, this is going to be over. And he continued to talk, because I think it was Vanessa that pointed out, why is he still talking? Didn't he apologize 25 minutes ago? So why is he still talking? Exactly. He kept going. And it's almost like he couldn't shut up. He couldn't stop talking about it. How you apologize 25 minutes ago, but you still talking about what they did to you, bro? How? Because his apology wasn't genuine. Because it didn't mean shit. I'm trying to tell you that apology didn't mean shit. All right? Manipulation. Kevin repeatedly says he wants the drama to end, but then re-explains the entire saga on his own terms, keeping the story alive while pretending to shut it down. The contradiction. He criticized Toya for going public, yet he replays every detail in a solo live stream without her input. If privacy was the goal, why go live? It was never the goal. It was to monetize a family dispute. That's what he did. To monetize a family dispute. Okay. Now, they saw that Robert made a healthy ass check, right? Over a family dispute. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I believe that was probably the biggest check he made in 1 month, $70-something thousand that they made over a family dispute. And I believe not just their family, I believe a lot of these family monopolize their family drama for a check. That's what social media has come to. Let me come out here and air out my mama. Let me come out here and air out my no good ass daddy. Let me come out here and air out my child. You understand what I'm saying? So people have found a way to make a dollar by monetizing their family drama because their own families have it. And people are going to tune in. Why? Well, you know, it's drama. Drama sells. They coming, baby. They want to hear about your fucked up family. They just do. Right? So anyway, so again, they were monetizing family drama. All right? That's what he did. Playing the victim while holding the power. Quote, I'm hurting too. I just don't show it like Toya does. I didn't call her names like she did me. My family hears me. They understands me. Kevin tried to control the emotional narrative by comparing pain, okay? He downplays his sister cries by making it seem like she's just overly emotional, okay? And then he cast himself as, I'm calm and reasonable. I hurt too, I just don't cry like she does, all right? So he claims Toya never let him speak or understand his perspective, yet he's the one that's cutting her off, dominating the conversation, and refusing to let go of control over how things are told. He kept cutting her off, but he did say out of his own mouth, see, Toya just won't let me talk. She keep cutting me off and da-da-da-da-da. Dude, did you really say that? Because did you hear yourself? Did you hear yourself? That's a narc for you. He's like, no. I want to control the narrative. I want to control this conversation. I want to do the talking. I want you to do the listening. He already thinks that he's the smartest person in the family. So it's almost like, shut up, listen to me, and believe everything I say, okay? And respond very little. He was over talking Toya, trying to control the conversation, but yet accuse her of doing it. Let's go back to the comparing the pain. Just because Toya is an overly emotional person, he's like, I hurt too, but I'm cool and calm, collective about mine. And she cries different because she's just a crier. Okay. Trying to make it seem like his pain is equal to her pain, or even downplaying her pain by saying, oh, she may not be hurting that much. She's just a crier. That's just something that she does. She just cry. But most people cry because they feel away. Okay? Most people cry because they feel away. They're hurt. And my thing is, I used to always say this, even in my relationship. I said, if a person tell you that you hurt them, that what you did or what you said bothered them, I feel like it's a duty, even if you feel like you did or not. It is a moral duty, right? To listen and understand what this person is saying and act accordingly. I can't stand a motherfucker to say, and you tell them I'm hurting. What you said hurt me. And they say, no, I didn't. No, it didn't. I didn't hurt you. What? Huh? You're not hurting. No, you're not. Don't tell me what I'm not. If a person tell you that it hurt them, they're hurting. It is morally your duty to fix it some type of way. You cannot hear somebody say they hurting and then all of a sudden you're like, no, you're not. You're not really hurting. You're just so emotional. You're just emotional. You're not really hurting. What? Anyway. Woo! Minimizing serious consequences. A quote, if OB lost his job, then his job is just stupid. I didn't see him do coke, but I walked in the bathroom where people were doing coke. So, well, yeah, maybe, right? So basically, he dismisses a major real world impact, OB losing his job, okay? As if it's not that big of a deal. He basically says, if his job listened to me, went off of what I said, and then turned around and fired him, then his job is stupid. That's a stupid job. He don't need to be on a stupid job. I would say this. There's a lot of people that's on a job that they may not like or love, but they're working it to feed their family, to keep the lights on, to pay the rent, pay bills. Do you understand what I'm saying? We might all have stupid jobs, but we show up to those jobs for the mere purpose of feeding our families, right? So for him to say that's a stupid job, as if he was going to give him a smart job, an intelligent job, a good job, right? He says that's a stupid job. But if it happened to him, and if he lost his stupid job, he'll be madder than a motherfucker. So that was a stupid comment from a stupid person. Do you feel me? Yeah. He dismisses a major real world impact. Losing a job costs loss of income. Loss of income hurts the entire family. Okay? The entire family is going to feel it all the way down to the roaches. Okay? All the way. They ain't going to be able to eat either. Anyway, let's continue. He said it as if it wasn't even a big deal. He moves the goalposts by making vague association to protect him from lying. All right? Where's the contradiction in that? Well, he simultaneously admit, yeah, okay, I lied, but I did see something suspicious. I walked in a room. There was a lot of people doing it. I did see something suspicious. I lied saying that I saw you. I really didn't see you, but I did see some people. Dude, you lied. You straight up ass lied. Muddy in the water so he never has to clearly say, I was wrong. I made that shit up. I pulled that shit out of my ass because I wanted to hurt you. I wanted people to think that you was a drug head. I wanted the people to think that you was an awful person. Okay? I wanted people not to give you cash apps or super chats or, any type of monetary gain because I wanted people to think that you wasn't nothing but a cokehead and you was going to use that money to go buy coke. He was literally trying to stop or suppress OB and Toya's support. Okay? Weaponizing grace to appear noble. The quote, Felicia was willing to squash it for me. That's not even her sister, so Toya should be able to do the same. The manipulation, he uses another woman's forgiveness as a shaming tool against Toya, suggesting she's not being the bigger person like someone else who did it for him. So he literally tried to paint Felicia as the bigger person for saying things like, I want to bend your husband over. I want to stick some big, long, and hard up in him. Yeah, and I want to do it real good to him too. I want to just screw it all up in his rectum. Then I want to take it out and I want to shove it in your mouth. So Kevin says her agreeing to not say those nasty, disgusting, vicious, vile things is a good thing. All right. She's being the bigger person for not threatening to grape another person, sexually assault another person, bring harm to another person. She could have even caused a death. Let's talk about it. Because graping someone in the capacity in which she was talking, I want to bend you over and I want to give it to you real good. I want to wear your ass out. He says, oh, she's being the bigger person. And you should be like her. Be the bigger person. She said she's willing to squash it between y'all. There was no between y'all. The only reason why she was coming out in the first place was because of Kevin. Toya didn't do anything to her. A thing. She was only talking about bending OB over and giving it to him real good. Well, one, because I think she likes that shit. But for two, because she wanted to be liked by Kevin. Kevin approved of that shit. Let me tell you why. The night that she said it, the night that she said, I want to bend you over and give it to you real good. I want to rock your world. And then I want to take it out and shove it down Toya's throat. The night she made these claims, Kevin was in her chat. Hey, Felicia. Hey, girl, hey. The queen entered the building. He came in the chat. He didn't tell her that night, can you stop? Can you please don't do that? Don't say those things. He didn't say that night. He slept on it. And he realized, damn, that wasn't a good look. I was literally speaking in the chat when she was talking about doing one of the most disgusting things. Yeah, to one of my family members. My family member. He didn't stop her that night. He waited till the next day that she repeated some of the same foul, disgusting ass things that she wanted to do. Now, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to get back on task. This is about the fourth or fifth person that she said that she wants to strap one on and go in deep from behind. Now, I don't think people would just pull that shit out the air and say that if they really didn't want to do it. I believe there's a fantasy, a fetish, of strapping on and having dookie love. I believe there is a fetish and a desire to do that. And I just wish that eventually her dream comes true. I wish that she can go ahead and get her one big hard one, strap on, and go pack peanut butter. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. I believe she wants to so bad. You don't say that 3, 4, and 5 times to different people if that's not something that you constantly think about. That is what she wants to do. She wants to bend over, and she always said it to a man. She wants to do it to a man. I don't remember her saying that she wants to do it to a female, only a man. Okay? Robert, J-Bands, OB. Y'all tell me if that's been somebody else. That's 3 right there. I'm sure it's been somebody else. Oh, Neo. Okay, she wanted to do it to Neo. That's 4. I'm pretty sure it was somebody else. Hell, it might be me. She probably want to bend me over too. But 4 different people right there that she's wanted to bend over and give it to him from the backside. That's not coincidental. That's intentional. Oh, D-Ham, okay, 5 people. D-Ham was 2. 5 people that she wanted to bend over and pack peanut butter. Okay? That is not coincidental. That's something that's desired. She's desiring that shit. When you keep mentioning that shit, that is something that you really want to do. You want to strap up and go ham. Okay? Now, oh, she said it to Ja too, so that's 6. 6 people. 6 people that she want to tap on the back. Can I get in there? Can I get up in there real good? I want to get up in there real good. I want to get it real nice and nasty and stanky up in here. I want to smell all that shit. I want to smell it. I want to get up in there so goddamn good. Can I please let me get up in there? Until she gets it, she's going to keep begging for it. That's who she is. She's a dookie lover. You understand me? That's a shitty mess. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. So he uses another woman as a shaming tool against his own sister. See, she's being the bigger person. She didn't have to stop going in on you. She didn't have to stop desiring to get in your husband's ass and get all up in there. She didn't have to stop that, but she did it for me. So you need to be like her. You understand what I'm saying? Here's the contradiction in that. He says he respects boundaries and doesn't force anyone to do anything, but he constantly pressures Latoya, his sister, to move on his way and on his timeline. All right? Let's continue. He implies that he's the only one truly hurt. My kids are hurt. My son heard what she said and they feel a way about it. They're going to need a moment to process this shit. Obi and Toya's situation is emotional, but mine is real. Yeah. My kids were affected by this shit. All right? Manipulation. Kevin tries to equate Obi's lost job with his children's emotional response, which shifts the focus from tangible consequences to his own internal pain. Again, he's centering everything around him. Yeah, Obi lost his job, but me and my kids over here hurting over there. He called my wives bitches. We're all grieving over here. Fuck his job is what he's saying. He's saying, fuck OB job. You hurt my feelings, you hurt Lacey feelings, you hurt JC feelings, and you hurt my children feelings. You hurt our feelings. Fuck his job. It's about our feelings. What about our feelings? Fuck a job. It's a stupid job. But what about our feelings? Okay? He says, I want peace, but controls the terms. He want to squash the beef, but, he wants to squash the beef, but he won't stop bringing up Toya's alleged insults, but keep referencing past live streams and chats, okay? He wants to squash the beef, but wants to make things right, but on his platform, his way, with his spins. He weaponizes forgiveness and logic to pressure Toya into submitting without demanding he face equal accountability. No. He wants to say, Toya, you started this. It's your fault. You was never supposed to come out here and say anything against your brothers. Not even Robert. You started calling Robert out his name. You did this, Toya. It's all on you. You caused all of this. I know you don't like being talked about that way, but you caused it. That's really what he's trying to say, okay? Public apology with private conditions. The goal was to maintain control of the narrative. Kevin's strategy, emotional balance versus emotional overload. The goal is to appear calm while discrediting Toya's cries. Another strategy, blaming Neo and OB and Callie. His goal was to shift focus away from his actions by focusing on them. Kevin's strategy, audience comparison. The goal was to paint himself as a reasonable person while painting Toya as just irrational and emotional. Kevin's strategy, he used measured words. The goal was to avoid accountability while sounding wise. He does that a lot. That's why I say he's a huge ass manipulator. Kevin's strategy, he over-explained. I don't like these over-explainer motherfuckers. They get on my nerves. Say what the fuck you got to say, right? They overly explain shit. But the goal was to create confusion so the lie sounds like a misunderstanding. You got to be very careful listening to people that over-explain shit. They do it for a reason. Because they pulling lies out of their ass, okay? That's why they overly explain, all right? Let's go back up and let's talk about go back. Let's go back up and talk about. Let's talk about some gaslighting and manipulation. Y'all know I'll be pointing that shit out, right? He says, I didn't personally see OB do coke, right? But I said it because, hey, we fighting and there's no, fighting ain't fair. Yeah, I lied. He admitted that he lied. I didn't personally see him doing it. No, I didn't. But we were fighting. So that should justify me and justify my lie. Yeah. I lied on him because we was fighting. That's not taking accountability. It's called retaliation cloaked as honesty. Yeah, okay, I can admit it. I didn't really see him doing coke, but we were fighting and it's okay because fighting ain't fair. So if I lie in the midst of fighting, well, yeah, I can get away with it. I can get away with it. All right. Another gaslighting and manipulation. I never called you gay, but you called me that first. Okay. I think that's when he said, I never called your son gay, but you called me that first. False equivalence, being called gay does not accuse someone of don't equal accusing someone of a drug habit that got them fired. So basically what they're saying is he used the gay allegation to say, well, that's why I accuse him of doing drugs. So they don't equal out is what it is. You don't accuse someone of something that can actually have a real world impact just because they called you gay. Now, let me stop for a second. Do y'all know that being called gay is not even a crime? Like, you cannot even charge anybody. You can't go down there and be like, Your Honor, this person called me gay. I would like to have them locked up. That ain't even considered defamation or anything. It's not. Being called gay cannot get you in trouble. And it's not a hate crime or anything like that. So being called gay is just like being called ugly. And you cannot get someone in trouble for calling you ugly. It's subjective. It really is. And if you really think about it, gay just means happy. So when you calling somebody gay, you mean they extra super happy, you know? We call them tambourine players. You know, them tambourine players are very happy. Right? They're very happy. That's why they be hitting the tangerine with open hands, because they're very happy. Hey, brother Chief Callie, what's going on? Okay. So, but anyway, that's not a crime. But what he did and caused someone to lose their job, it's not even on the same scale. Oh, you call me gay, so let me just do the worst thing ever to you. Right? He did the same thing to me. And I'm not trying to position myself as a victim. I ain't no victim. I said what the hell I said. But I said it looked like his son had sugar in his tank. Okay, this was years ago, and I apologize for that after a while, right? However, because I said it looks like his son had sugar in his tank, this joker said I was gang raped. I slept with a pastor. I had an STD. My husband looks at little boys through binoculars in the park, or little kids. You know what I mean? He did all that. All because I said it looked like his son had sugar in the tank. So that tells me the word gay or sugar or any type of implications that him or his sons, pitch for the same team, it bothers his soul. So being called gay or saying that his sons have a little sugar going on, he can't stand that. It bothers him. And that just tells me, I'm just going to be honest with you, because when people invest that much into a comment like that, that just means there's something there. Whatever that something is, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? But normally when something is bending you out of shape like that, where you can go years and years and years and you can make out outlandish lies, like a person got an STD, been gang raped by 8 people, slept with a pastor, and you know, the husband is a peeping Tom and all these nasty, disgusting things that he said about me, right? He even said, die, bitch, die. Y'all remember that? Die, bitch. He did all that because I said his son looked like he had a little sugar in the tank. And I was only saying that after observation. I didn't say that just because I was upset with him or whatever. That's what it looked like. But looks can be deceiving, and it does not mean it's true. And I apologize for it later, and he still ain't lived that down. So that just tells me that there's something there. I don't know what that something is, but you don't get that angry over something that, you know, if you're not that, you're not that. Again, calling someone gay is like calling them a hoe. You a hoe. You think if somebody say you a hoe, they just gonna bend all out of control and go on a 7-year rant? You call me a hoe. I don't like you because you call me a hoe. 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 Like literally calm the hell down. It's just name calling. You understand what I'm saying? But the passion that he had behind that comment when it comes to him and his boys, and he constantly, we're not that, we're not that. The need to defend over and over and over. Yeah, well, yeah, something ain't right. Okay. I don't know what the fucking something is, but something ain't right. Okay. It should not bother him that much. All right. Let's continue. My kids heard what you said and are hurt too. All right. That was the quote. He said, my kids heard what you said. He said this to Toya. My kids heard what was said, and yeah, they heard, and they're gonna need a little time to get over this. Why is this manipulating? He's emotionally guilt tripping to redirect the blame and elevate his own family's pain. His kids probably ain't heard a motherfucking thing. Do you hear me? Now, if his kids are involved in this online drama and they're hearing what Obi and Toya is saying about their father, then they need to go find something else to do. Because if I'm not mistaken, isn't his kids like grown, like 18, 19, or 20 years old? Shouldn't they be deep in some coochie somewhere? So for them to be on YouTube hearing Toya and Obi tear down their family, then that means that they ain't got shit to do. And then that goes back to the comment that I said that the parents did not prepare them for the real world. Because I'll be goddamn if my grown ass kids gonna be listening to some back and forth bullshit on YouTube, on social media. So again, they need to go find them some real ass business. So I believe that him saying my kids heard it and hurt too is bullshit. Okay? Again, he's trying to emotionally guilt trip Toya is what he's trying to do. He tried to emotionally guilt trip her. I want you to feel bad because the kids are hurt. Their feelings are hurt. His kids ain't heard this shit. And if they did, that means that they ain't doing enough. They are young adults. They should be going out, having jobs, go to school, enroll them in the goddamn school. They are too unoccupied. Too unoccupied to be listening to this bullshit. Okay? Right? Again, he's trying to do this to elevate his own family's pain. He want to lay it on thick is what he's trying to do. I want Toya to feel like she did the worst thing in the world. I want her to feel like not only did you hurt me, you even hurt Meat. Yeah. You hurt Meat. Meat feelings are hurt. And they're going to be hurt for 18 years. You hurt Meat. Yeah. He doing that shit because he's trying to rub it on thick, baby. He is almost like taking a nail and screwing it inside of a wound is what he's trying to do, okay? Emotionally guilt tripping her, all right? He said, let's not talk for a while, Toya, because you never understand where I'm coming from. So, yeah, we need some distance between us because you were over talking me. You wasn't really letting me get my point out. Yeah, let's not talk for a while. We need some healing, and I really don't want to hear from you. Why is this manipulating? Well, he shifts the failure of communication solely onto her. He never says, well, because I was talking over you and wasn't listening to a motherfucking thing you had to say, right? He says, because you never understand where I'm coming from. We don't communicate well, and it's your fault, is what he was saying. All right. The people in your chat wants drama. My chats want peace. Now that one right there just made me want to just scream. Literally. The people in your chat, they want drama. They want this shit to continue. My chat, oh, we're peaceful over here. Yeah, I know the girl just said she wants to bend your husband over and go ham in the peanut butter. She want to unpack his peanut butter. Yeah, but she wants peace. They don't want drama, but your people, yeah, your people want drama. Yeah, well, her people didn't threat to unpack nobody's peanut butter and shove it down the other person's throat. They're the only ones over there that want to do violence, sexually assault people, shove things down people's esophagus. They're the only ones that want to bring physical pain. Huh? Somebody's unpacking your peanut butter in the capacity in which she was talking. She was talking about going ham, not even lubing it up or anything. She wanted to cause pain, baby. But they don't want drama now. They were unpacking peanut butter the same day this happened and the day prior. But now all of a sudden they don't want no drama. You got a whole man woman wanting to strap on and go ham in the paint. She wanted to go ham. And then she wanted to shove it down Toya's esophagus. But now we ought to believe, after all of that, they want peace. Huh? Let's talk about why that's manipulative. He paints himself as virtuous, and he paints himself and his supporters as virtuous and Toya supporters as toxic. Well, let's do the damn math. Now, I know I don't get to hear everybody's live stream, but have you heard Break Room, Callie, Neo, Sean, or myself? Have you heard any of us say we want to strap on a big hard one and bend somebody over and get all up in their peanut butter? Have you heard that? Have you heard any of us say that we just want to bend somebody over and just go whackity whack, whack, whackity whack, 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 huh? And then take it out and shove it down somebody's throat? But he want to say, me and my crew, we're virtuous. Yours, y'all toxic. Well, what's more toxic than wanting to dry fuck somebody up the ass? What's more toxic than that? Even your own mate is going to give you some lube. Why couldn't she at least say, I'll let you lube up first? She didn't say that. Anyway, nevertheless, she over there wanting to dry fuck, but they supposed to be peaceful. Okay, yeah, it's manipulative. It's manipulative. It's manipulative, okay? Then let's get back to the Felipe comment one more time. He says, Felipe did this for me, so I have no excuse. However, he's manipulating Toya because what he's trying to do is use another woman as an example to shame Toya into complying. Basically, he's saying, if the woman that wanted to grape your husband, if she can stop admitting loudly, publicly, that she want to grape your husband, if she can stop in mid-sentence of confessing her desire to grape your husband and unpack his peanut butter, if she can stop mid-sentence for me, then you should comply and you should stop with ease, because this woman, she was living out her fantasy And she stopped her fantasy in the middle of it. Mid-sentence. She stopped confessing her fantasy. So you should comply too, Toya. If she's willing to stop for me, because she don't have to stop. She can continue to talk about it. She's done it before. Sure, she's going to do it again. But if she was willing to stop confessing the fantasy of bending OB over and getting all up in the crevices, she did that for me, then you should comply. It's manipulative. Because it ain't apples equal apples. It's motherfucking peanuts and goddamn watermelon. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. Him telling OB and Toya to stop versus telling the graper, the peanut butter unpacker. They doing two different things. One don't equal the other. Okay? The most damaging moments of Kevin live stream was when he said, I lied, but only because you called me gay. He finally admits that the cocaine allegation was a lie. Okay? But he says he only did it for one, because they were fighting fire with fire, which shows that there's no remorse whatsoever. And because, well, you call me gay. Yeah, you call me gay. But yet he turns around and say, I don't care if you call me gay. Okay? I don't care if you call me gay. I didn't grade my brother. Okay? He equates being called gay to someone being a predator. You're kidding me. So he says being called gay is making me feel like I'm a predator. Like I take advantage of people. Like me being gay means that, you know, I want to do what Felipe does. So that's why he's saying that he didn't like it, right? Because he's saying, the way you call me gay is like, I'm just a predator. I just want to just bend somebody over and unpack their peanut butter. And I don't like that term. Okay. But how is it that he can listen to Felipe say that she wants to unpack peanut butter, but then he don't want to be accused of unpacking peanut butter? Anyway, another damaging moment is when he said, let us fix this offline, but let me go live and say everything first. Contradiction, claims to want peace privately, but already went public and gave his version. All right. Bottom line, Kevin used this live stream to clean up his image as always, without truly humbling himself, control the narrative using strategic apologies and logic, and then frame Toya as irrational, reactive, and easily manipulated by others. He wanted to sound mature, but his message was full of self-serving, double standard, blame shifting, and passive aggressive digs. All right? That's what he did. That's absolutely what he did. That was the live was about. Okay? That's it. That is it. Let me see. Do I need to point out anything else? Oh, yeah. Let's point this out right quick. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Hold on a second. Let me open my water bottle. Almost couldn't get the top off. Spilled water. All right, let's talk about something else right quick. Let's talk about the behavior tactics and the manipulation throughout this one, right? Really the behavior. So Kevin, deflection. He did a lot of deflection, and he did it so that he can avoid taking accountability by making OB the focus. He victim flipped. Act more hurt over being called gay than OB losing his job. Gaslighting suggests her agreeing with others justify his full-on public lies. Power play, he used calm, controlled speech to appear reasonable while refusing to admit fault. Toya, She was emotionally overloaded, breaks down about childhood trauma and family hurt, drawing sympathy, passive responsibility, says she wants peace, but makes the discussion public again, over-explaining, tries to justify herself so much it feels like she's seeking validation from her viewers, shift blaming, says it was all a misunderstanding, minimizing her part in escalating things, okay? All right. The contradictions. I think I said that one. I did. I said that one. Okay, I think that's it, y'all. I said that one, the weaponizing the knowledge. Yeah. So anyway, that's basically what it was. Between Toya and Kevin, what do I think? What do I think? This is what I would like to tell Toya if she's listening. Sometimes, baby girl, you gotta love people for who they are. You have to stop expecting people to be who it is that you want them to be. Okay? And you have to accept them for who they are. Kevin is a manipulator. He's your brother, but he is a manipulator. All right? He's a manipulator. He's a gaslighter. And in my opinion, he's a narc. He has narcissistic behaviors, right? I don't think that would ever change. I think all his life, him and his brother got away with trying to overtalk and trying to twist up people's words to come off as being intelligent, come off as being righteous, smart, and positive, right? But if you really pull back the onion on what they're saying, they both sound quite dumb, talking in circles, riddle, rattle, fiddle, faddles. Kevin is going to be who he is. That doesn't mean that you don't love your brothers. Don't mean that you have to hate them. You have to accept people for who they are. Learn who they are and know how to deal with them accordingly. That is how you handle people like Kevin. That doesn't mean that you have to hate your brother. And please don't do it on account of social media, ever. Love on your family, but you can love sometime from a distance, but you also can love there, but just know who you're dealing with. Because once you find out who you're dealing with, then you know how to move. You know how to respond. You know how to behave. Kevin's going to always manipulate you. He's been able to get away with it for all these years. He's going to continue to do it. He's going to continue to guilt trip you to make it seem like it's your fault. He's going to continue to make it seem like he's righteous and motivating. Like he only did because you did this. He's going to always use you as the scapegoat, blame you for everything. You've been taking the blame for him for years, and he wants you to continue taking the blame for him. He will manipulate it to make it seem like, again, you started it no matter if you did or not. But you have to understand, Toya, he's not just doing it to you, baby girl. He does it to anybody that allows him to do it. Even his own family members. His baby mama, his wife, and his children. Anybody that will allow him to do it, he's going to do it. But again, that does not mean that you don't love him. That just means you know who he is, you get to know him, and you accept him for him. Sometimes you got to accept people where they are. I accept that he's a narcissist. I accept that he's a gaslighter, a bullshitter, a manipulator. I accept that. That is who he is. Know it and move accordingly. Just know the conversation that you have, he's going to overtalk you. He's going to downplay your feelings because it's about him. A narcissist is about them. It's their feelings that matter, not yours. You have to know that when you even open your mouth to talk to people like that. Already know before you start the conversation, they're going to center shit around them. It's about their feelings. Fuck yours. Don't go to them with your feelings. You going to a narc with your feelings is like going to the fucking bank knowing that you ain't got shit in it. Because you ain't about to get nothing out of it but a damn headache. Empty promises. So when you're dealing with a narcissist, just know they're going to make everything about them. You hurt me. You caused me pain. Look what you did to my kids. Look how we're affected. Look what you caused. They're going to blame everything on you because it's only about them. They don't give two fucks what happened to you in the process. They don't care. But going to them and trying to even get them to understand is a waste of time. You have to spend very little time and very little effort with the narcissist. Trying to get them to understand your point of view is useless. It's very much useless. You handle them with a long handled spoon, or you will be going round and round and round and round, and you will forever be hurt. Stop expecting a narcissist to have empathy for you because they lack that shit. He don't care nothing about OB job being lost and it hurting the family. He don't give a fuck about that. Narcissists lack empathy. They don't give a damn how you feel about it, how it hurt you. They don't care. You will waste every tear in your duck trying to get a narcissist to give a fuck about you. Trying to get a narcissist to care anything about you is a waste of time. Spend your energy somewhere else. Whether it's on your husband, whether it's on your kids, whether it's on your friends, your job, spend your energy somewhere else. Listen to what they got to say and then process that shit in your head. I'm dealing with a narcissist. It's going to always be self-centering energy. They're going to always make everything about them. You hurt my feelings. I'm the only one got hurt in this situation. You didn't get hurt. How did you get hurt? They don't give a damn because it's not about you. It's about them with everything. It don't matter what it is. And I'm not talking about just this social media shit. I'm talking about anything. You can never hurt worse than a narcissist. You can never hurt worse than a narcissist. Their pain means more. They had the most trauma. They experienced the most pain. They had the most loss. The impact was greater for the narcissist. They're always going to think that. No matter what, you could be drugged through the mud. Your whole face could be scrubbing the ground and they're going to tell you, I was impact more. You didn't experience what I experienced. I was impact the most. Look what happened to me. Look what happened to my family. Because they lack empathy. They don't give a damn about what you went through. So all I'm saying is, when you know a person is a narcissist, which your brothers are narcissists, they are narcissists. They may not be clinically diagnosed, but baby, they are narcissists. So now that you know, act accordingly, respond accordingly. Just know it's always going to be self-centering. No matter what. I would not go to a narcissist and cry my eyes out ever again. They're not your go-tos. Because if you go to them, your heart will forever be heavy. You will carry all of their burdens. Like you said, Toya said, I've been holding up the family for you, and you will continue. They will put all of the burden on you. Girl, I will release that shit in the name of God. I will release that. Release it. And your life will be much lighter. And releasing it doesn't mean, oh, I don't want to have anything to do with it. No, you're just not carrying their burdens around no more. Let them carry their own motherfucking burdens. If things are not going their way, it's their fucking fault. They grown ass people. Humans. You didn't even defend me. Let them defend their motherfucking selves. You don't have to defend your brothers. Your brothers supposed to be men, grown men out here in these social media streets. Let them defend themselves. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, no matter how much defending you do, you still gonna get the short end of the stick. Look what you did with the truth. You came out here hard in the paint for him, and what you got? This nigga has given you his narrow ass booty to kiss. You did the most defending of the family for him. You got drugged by every string of the hair that you have on your head. And now what? After all said and done, you would think he'll be like, you know what? She went hard in the paint for me. I can never turn my back on her. No! A narcissist does not think that way. In his mind, he feels that you ain't did shit. Or if you did, well, you got paid for it, so that's good enough. Hell, you did it for the money. That wasn't helping me. The fuck? What? So the fact that you stopped, and just know you're not the only one. You're his sister, but you don't get special privileges. A narcissist don't look at you like that. A narcissist look at you, he would discard you just like he discard anybody else that used to fight for him and no longer fights for him. You will be discarded. Anybody that stopped fighting for him will be discarded. And it's the same with his brother Cav, your brother Cav, Toya. You may think right now that your brother found him another little baby sister, baby big sister, right? You may think that he has aligned himself with Robert's supporters and they're going to be kumbaya. Now, they may try to do something different because I'm putting them on Front Street, but whatever. It'll still come around. But the moment they stop being his mouthpiece, the moment they stop dragging people, dragging his critics, the moment they change the page and go to other stories, they will be discarded too. They're only being used to help him out. They will be discarded. He will only visit people chats that support his drama. That's it, that's all. He don't give a damn about them. Because if he gave a damn about them, really gave a damn about them, he wouldn't have never sat back and allowed you and them to even fight. He didn't give a damn about you, and he damn sure didn't give a damn about them at all. He did not give a damn about them. So anyway, handle them accordingly and your life will be much better, but stop carrying the burdens of your brother. Carry your own damn burdens. Carry your own burdens. If your heart heavy, it needs to be over something that happened between you and your immediate family, your spouse, your kids. Stop having heavy hearts over your brother's bullshit. Stop jumping to the defense of your brother's social media drama. Let them be drama queens on their own. That's what they want to do. It makes them money. Let them be drama queens on their own. You and your husband and your family, y'all continue to do skits, do your lives. Stop worrying about what I will unfollow they motherfucking asses, to be honest with you. Toya, unfollow your brothers. Stop watching what the fuck they do. Unfollow your brothers. That don't mean that y'all not family in real life. Unfollow their asses. They're image hoggers. They want to act one way on social media and something different behind the scenes because they want people to think that they're one way when they're another. Unfollow them. I wouldn't even want to see that shit because it would really make me not even like my siblings. Unfollow them. You don't have to pay attention to that. They've never came to your defense, neither one of them, the way you have come to their defense because they're weak. Kevin is weak. Robert is weak. They used you. You were a mouthpiece, and baby, you were loud. You were a mouthpiece, and everybody else that's over there they're using as a mouthpiece, they will be discarded just like you was, baby girl. You just wait. It may not happen today, next week, or even next month. But Toya, trust me when I tell you, baby girl, it will happen. They will be discarded. He will disconnect from that toxicity. Ain't no way he will be able to move on and recruit a motherfucking person with that toxicity, people that want to bend people over and grate them. Because trust me, it will follow him. So he's going to disconnect. He know that the person is unhinged. He know these motherfuckers are mental. He know they're unhinged. He can't think for one moment that what these people are saying and doing is normal. If I said the things that this weird ass bitch said, they would have me on record and sending it to FBI, CIA, fucking goddamn everybody, the judge. They know that that is not normal behavior. No 50-something-year-old woman says, I want to bend you over and grape you on 5 different occasions. And they know that. They're using that person and anybody else that talk in that manner as mouthpieces. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. These people wouldn't even be allowed in Kevin's circle. For real, for real. But Kevin is weak anyway. What circle does he have? In my opinion, Kevin ain't nothing but a toxic drama queen. That's it. He's a whole drama queen. He ain't no different than the next female. He's a drama queen. He's all about drama. And so is his brother. I don't give a damn how his brother comes out here and say, I don't like drama, this, that, and the other. Oh, yes, he does. We've seen it with our own eyes. He just throws rocks and hides his hand. And anybody dealing with him, and I mean anybody, will eventually find out. It's all cute in the beginning and shit. Because he's giving you them compliments and making you feel like a lady. Like a lady. It will be short-lived. Very much so. Y'all better ask somebody. You know? Let me read some of y'all comments, y'all. Let me read some of y'all comments. She said 6 or more. Oh, it's been 6 and not 5? Shit, I thought we counted 5, but it might have been 6. Bend you over. I'm going to get in there real good. I'm going to tap you out. I'm going to get in there real good, real good. I want to get in there real good. What the fuck? What type of shit is that? That ain't nothing sane. It's insane. No real person with real credentials, you know, no real person with real morals, real values, real credentials would ever say the shit that this person says. None at all. This is low-level, disgusting ass human shit. The bottom of the bottom. Those brothers are strategic and how they move on how they move on the internet. They are good with words and manipulate the hell out of women. They manipulate the hell out of women that allows it. That allows it. Let me tell you something. I want to play something right quick. Somebody sent me this. Ooh, I hope I still have it. Let me see something. Oh, this was a good message from a guy that is a self-proclaimed narcissist. It's about, it's narcissist doesn't like when you figure them out. Let's play this one right here. Tell me if y'all can hear this. Let me try to turn it up a little bit. Tell me if y'all can hear this. Hold on. This was sent to me, so thank you for sending this to me, the person that sent it. All right, let's listen up right quick, you guys.
What is going on, beautiful people? Today, we're going to be talking about what happens when a narcissist knows that you figured them out. What happens when a narcissist knows that you know about them, when you know who they are. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Courting, y'all. I'm not are you living in the car now, Lee? Did you finally hate when people know who they are?
All right.
Toxic people hate when people know So you deserve to be outside. No, y'all. No. Narcissistic people, toxic people, hate when people know who they are. They hate when people have quote unquote figured them out. They cannot stand it. It's like the biggest hate, the biggest. They really cannot stand it, y'all. But a lot of narcissistic people, when they think that you figured them out, they start acting weird. They will absolutely start acting weird towards you. They'll start acting strange towards you and whatnot. Some of them, when they think you figured them out, some of them will get angry at you. It's crazy. This is just personal experience right here. My wife.
Can y'all hear this? Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear this, because I don't want to play this if you can't hear it, because this is actually some good information. A narcissist cannot stand you, and they cannot stand when they cannot manipulate you, okay? They can't stand when you know that they are narcissistic. They can't stand you because they know they can't pull the wool over your eyes. They know you're going to catch them in their bullshit. They can't stand. They will try their best to ruin you at all costs. They can't stand it. They can't take it. They don't like it, not one bit. Okay, let's continue.
And she didn't know she was doing this. And I didn't know at the time. I was like it was an unconscious thing that I was doing. But she was like, "Oh, she told me you're so predictable. I know everything about you." And I took offense to that. So some narcissists out here, right, will take offense to you if they think you know who they are. Like, it's just like we spend so much of our lives masking and pretending to be someone else and acting like someone else that we damn near forget who we actually are, right? Ooh. We lose sight of who we actually like.
Did y'all hear that? A narcissist spends so much time masking and pretending that they are someone else that they literally start believing that they're someone else. Is this not what we see? You got a whole man that swear he's a millionaire and he ain't had $1 million in his life, right? But let's continue. This shit is too good.
Actually are, and we think we get so good at tricking people and confusing people that when somebody says, "Hey, I know who you are. Hey, I know everything about you. Hey, I got you figured out," or we think they have us figured out, we lose. Some of us lose it. It's like disrespectful towards us. Like, I'm such a good masker that how dare you figure me out? How dare you expose who I am? You see what I'm saying? And a lot of narcissists hate. I used to hate when my wife says that. I always start acting weird towards her. I wouldn't get mad or anything towards her. It wasn't like any like kind of anger. I was trying to harm her. What I would do is kind of disconnect a little bit, right? Because I would start doing different things. I would start switching my personality up, switching up my likes and dislikes. Because
have we not seen that? Have we not seen the switching up personalities? Huh? Have we not seen people will go from being angry and disgusting to seeking sympathy, acting like they love God, they are God, they worship God, they want to sing gospel music? Have we not seen these things? Have we not seen a whole toxic ass drama queen act like they're such a great person? Have we not seen these things? Let's continue.
Because I thought, like, hey, you think you know me? Guess what? You think I like Usher? I'm gonna start listening to country music. Listen to this Luke Combs, Hurricane. One of my favorite songs right now. Listen.
You heard that? You think I like Usher? So I'm going to start listening to somebody else. Oh, you think I don't love the Lord? Let me start listening to gospel music. Let me start singing gospel music. Let me start hashtagging God this, God that, and God that. All because, oh, you heard me say he's a nigga in the sky. Well, let me show you how much I love this nigga in the sky. Okay?
This Luke Bryan. Listen to me. I'm listening to Strip It Down and Chris Young and stuff like that. So when you start listening to this, when you start listening to country music, man, like, I've always liked country music. I thought you knew everything about me. I thought you had me all figured out. You see, some of them will switch it up. And like, this is like little minor stuff about my personality, right? Some narcissists, if you say, "Hey, I got you figured out," they automatically think that you have them figured out for like cheating or lying or whatever it is. If they're doing something bad to you, they think you mean that. They think that you've done something, you've discovered there's kind of like their secret life or their the stuff that they're doing behind the scenes. They think you figured them out that way. And yeah, I'm just telling you, if they think you discovered they're a fair partner or who they've been cheating on you with or whatever, they can absolutely lose it again as well. That's one of the things that happens. They're like, okay, you figured me out. What do you mean by figuring me out? Explain to me what you need. Explain to me what you mean by figuring it out. Because if they think that you're on to them, they switch it up. They switch it up. They switch up the meeting times. If they're cheating on you, they switch up the meeting times. They switch up the locations. They'll switch up the money spent, the credit cards that they put it on, whatever their routine is, y'all. They will change their entire routine because they think you figured them out, or you tell them that. Like narcissistic people, a lot of us, I'll say us because I fall into this category, walk around paranoid as hell, y'all. We already are paranoid as hell, like delusional, paranoid as hell, and it sucks to be this paranoid. So it sucks to walk around all the time thinking that the world is out against you or everybody's eyes are on you or something like that. It absolutely sucks. I hate it. It's like I can't be myself because I'm always walking around thinking that somebody's watching me, or thinking that I'm overthinking things, thinking that I'm going to fail, thinking that I'm going to look bad. So I'm already paranoid as hell. So when you say
they thinking that mask is going to fall, they thinking that somebody's going to see them, and while they have already painted this other image that there's someone else, okay? They thinking that the mask is going to slip off.
To be like, oh, I got you figured out. Oh, I know everything about you. Oh, you're so predictable. It makes me paranoid. Like, who else out here knows me? Who else out here has me figured out? Who else? Who told you? And it can drive us crazy. It can make us lose our minds. It's one of those things that happens so much, y'all. We can lose our minds in this scenario, in this situation, in these equations. We can lose it. We can absolutely lose it. So I want every person that's out there dealing with a narcissist, like, you don't have to tell them that you figured them out, y'all. You don't have to tell them. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to tell them. That's why I tell people that you figured them out. Like, you don't need a confession from them. You don't want to give them the opportunity to switch up. If you have them figured out, whatever that means to you, you don't have to tell them. You don't need a confession from them. If you want to leave, make a plan. If you want to stay, make a plan. Because you don't have to tell them. Because telling them could cause them to get angry. Telling them could cause them to switch it up and delete all kinds of evidence, things like that you might have had. You see what I'm saying? Telling them could make them lose their minds and make them go crazy. You know who I am? What the hell do you mean by that? I'm already paranoid. I'm already into a bunch of conspiracy theories. I'm not into conspiracy theories, but some of y'all partners might be. They will lose their damn minds. So narcissistic people who think that you know who they are tend to switch up who they are because they don't want you to know them. Like,
have y'all ever noticed when I expose a narcissist and they find out about it, all of a sudden they try to do the opposite? If I say, oh girl, Kevin's daughter doesn't cook. She don't know how to cook. They need to, instill life skills in her and teach her how to cook. And then all of a sudden, what? She's cooking. They want to switch it up to try to prove you wrong, But if I didn't say it out loud, we would have just been noticing how the girl just don't cook, right? Right? They want to switch it up because they want to do the opposite of what you call out because they don't want to think that you know who they are.
It's a great benefit to narcissists to not have people know who we truly are. Because if we think if you knew who we truly are, you wouldn't want to be with us, right? That's the mindset. Because a lot of us struggle with self-love and appreciating ourselves. So if we struggle to love ourselves and appreciate ourselves, why would you love us and appreciate us? You know what I'm saying? If we ourselves are struggling to appreciate ourselves, why would you appreciate us? So it's like some of us can't fathom that other people can love us and care for us. We can't fathom that. It doesn't make sense to us. You see what I'm saying? So if you know us, you don't love us. That's what we mean. It's like your rejection. When you know us, like, oh no, you know the real me. So that means you're going to reject me. So now I fear, like, if I have a fear of abandonment and I think you're about to reject me, that can make me want to leave you now. You like, you know who I am for real? That can make me paranoid as hell to the point where now I feel like I got to dip out. Now I feel like I got to leave because I think you know me. I think you know too much. I think you see what I'm saying? I think you know too much about me now. So now I'm super paranoid. Now I'm losing my mind. Now things are just kind of going crazy here. So I'm telling you, as a person that's trying to help so many people heal from narcissistic abuse, and also try to reach the narcissist that I can, it's not on you to try to change this person or help this person. You can't. It's like you can't quell the paranoia. If they're paranoid, they're going to damn near always be paranoid. You can't make the paranoia go away. And like I said, when you're trying to reassure this person, hey, I know everything about you. You're so predictable. Even if you present that in a good tone, it doesn't matter to them. They don't care about the tone. They just care about how, like you knowing them. I don't think anybody loves me or truly loves me because I don't truly love myself deep down, right? So when you tell me that you know me, I think it means that you about to fall out of love with me, you about to break up with me, or something like that as well. It's like when you say, I figured you out, I know everything about you, it can mean so many different things to narcissistic people, right? And very rarely does it mean anything positive to that narcissist, right? You knowing me, like, doesn't mean anything positive to me because I don't love myself. You see what I'm saying? I just like it's a grand struggle. So if you're telling the narcissistic person in your life something similar, like I know you, I know everything about you, even if it's coming from a place of compassion, trying to help this person, they don't take it as you trying to help them. They don't take it as you coming from a place of compassion. They take it as you might be getting ready to leave them, or you might have discovered who they actually are, or what they're actually doing behind the scenes. They take it as a damn near a form of disrespect. And some of them will absolutely leave you based on the fact that you know who they are. And, and the crazy thing about it is right here, and I'll wrap this up. I ain't keep it up too long. I know it's hot in this car. Is the fact that they will leave you because, like, some of them will leave you because you know who they are. And the fact that after the relationship ends, the statement, I didn't know, I never really knew this person, is, it's said by so many people that are trying to heal from toxic narcissistic abuse. So many people that are trying to heal from these toxic relationships say that statement, I don't really know this person. I don't know this person anymore. Or I never really knew this person. That statement comes out of so many people's mouths. It is crazy because you never really truly know who they are, because they always protecting themselves. They're always trying to guard themselves. They don't want to be vulnerable in front of hardly anybody. Vulnerability is not strict to a narcissist. It's weakness. That's why they are very rarely vulnerable to anybody unless they're drunk or high or something like that. They're very rarely going to espouse any vulnerability or any type of sentiment, any type of compassion, unless there's some type of benefit in it for them. Here it is heat. But yeah, I hate the fact that so many people have to go through this and have to experience this, y'all. It sucks so badly. Like I was saying, my camera didn't overheated, y'all. I was saying that like so many people have to go through this experience. I hate that for so many people out here, y'all. But if you haven't already, y'all, make sure to check out my support group, the Mental Healers. We go live.
All right, so this guy name is what did he say? I think he said Lee somebody. Hold on, Lee. Hold on one second. Lee. What is this guy name? He says it on here. It's Lee something, but anyway. But I'll drop his link down just in case you want to follow him. He is a self-aware narcissist or something like that. But anyway, he speaks about, he is a self-proclaimed narcissist, I think, or maybe even clinically diagnosed narcissist. But anyway, but if you want, it's Lee somebody. I don't know his name. But anyway, but he sounds on point with a lot of things. But basically what I wanted to get at on this video is a narcissist hate when you find out who they are. Once they find out that you know who they are, they will switch up on you, or they will try their best to switch up on you. Okay. Switch up. And because they don't want their mask slipping off, they don't want people seeing who they really are. So, and they will get in character and not, you know what I mean? She said he's diagnosed. Okay, a diagnosed narcissist. So he's a clinically diagnosed narcissist that come out and speak about narcissism. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he does a lot. This guy does. So we may be watching some more of his videos. Oh, Lee Hammock. Okay, thank you, Marley. So Lee Hammock is his name. Lee Hammock. Okay. So if you want to follow him, I put the video in the chat so you guys can go and subscribe to his page. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to his page as well. But he speaks a lot about narcissism. Now, he's not the only one. There's a lot of good ones out there. But again, a narcissist do not like to be found out. That's why they hate you so much. They really don't like that you know that they are a narcissist, that you can peep their game. They don't want that. They feel like if you can read who they are, if you know their next move or you know what type of person they are, they feel unease around you. They want to get away from you as much as possible. Okay. And they do try to change up on you. She said they're going to change up on you. Exactly. Exactly. If you think they're a rapper, they'll start being something else. If you think they toxic, they'll start being nice. If you know, if whatever the case may be, they try to do the opposite of what you say that they are, because they want to make it seem like, oh no, you don't know me. You don't know me. Yes, I do. And I knew you was going to do that. I know your behavior. She said, he helped me with my ex. I got the hell out. Candy said she got the hell out. Yeah. So, I mean, listen, a lot of people are dealing with narcissists and don't even know that they're dealing with narcissists. They don't. They don't know. I want to, oh my God, I was going to start talking about female narcissists, but that's a whole nother day, child. Ooh, Lord, they exist too. But anyway, narcissists hate that they cannot manipulate you. They hate that they can't overpower you. You know what I mean? They try to bring you down and minimize you because you can peep their energy. You can compete against their energy, and they can't stand that. A narcissist love being able to control the narrative. They want it to be the way they say it is. And it's so many people follow the narcissist simply because they're very charismatic. And a lot of people just cannot peep this. A lot of people, oh my God, you're so positive. All that's false positive shit. And they be like, oh my God, you're so positive. You're so uplifting. You're such a wonderful person. That's all that charismatic spilling off into them. The people that say things like that are just not used to decent people in their lives. They're not used to people treating them good, or they're not used to seeing good men or good fathers or good male or good relationships. And they'll fall for the okie doke. They'll fall for the okie doke. They will not be able to catch on. But also being able to spot a narcissist, I mean, you can, to me, it's almost like I can see them a mile away now, but I could just tell a narcissist by, let me tell you how you could tell a narcissist. One, if you've ever encountered somebody, and I'm just saying this off the top of my head, if you ever encountered a person and you tell them your problem, or you start speaking of something that you're dealing with, and they find a way to immediately take all the attention, all the sympathy, all the empathy off of what the hell you just confided in them. And they find a way to put it all back on themselves, right? They make it their story. They literally completely flip it to where they make it their story, their problem, their issue. That's one sign that that person is a damn narcissist. Okay? Because they're so self-centered that they really don't give a fuck what you just said, what's going on with you. They literally try to find a way to make it about them. Yeah, I know, girl. I know, because I went through that same thing, and yeah, and my mama did this, and and then it's fuck what you just said to them. Now, I'm not saying a narcissist is a person that can relate to you. I'm not saying that. It's okay to relate to that person. But when you explain, when you're relating it, and when you say, I understand what you're saying, you know, I've been through something similar. This happened to me. This happened to me like this. Oh, and then you put it back on them and say, so are you experiencing that? Is that something that you're going through? You know, that's real concern, real genuine empathy for that person. But when you totally take the light off of them and shine it on your own issue, right? And you and now all of a sudden their whole complaint, their whole story, the whole reason why they open up to you now have become about you. That's a damn narcissist to me. You know? They literally shift focus off of what you're going through, because fuck what you're going through. A narcissist lack empathy. That's one of the biggest traits of a narcissist. They lack empathy. They don't give a damn how you feel, what you're going through. because it's about them. They will make it about them, their feelings, how they felt with it. Yeah, I know because this happened to me and da 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 da. And now all of a sudden you find yourself saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that happened to you. Girl, are you okay? Your mom okay? Your daddy okay? Girl, what can I do for you? Now they done totally let you redirect the entire conversation and shift gears to where now they a damn victim. Get the fuck out of here. That's a damn narc. I'm telling you, they're a damn narc. Yeah, Lee Hammock is his name. Thank you, Ryan. Yes, that's a damn narcissist. You know, they don't give a damn what you're going through. She said, man, I spot one with my eyes closed. Once you've dealt with one, you see them so easily from that point on. Yes, the manipulation. She said, if you are a lawyer, they're a lawyer. If you are a mechanic, they won. And they always got to one-up you. Ooh, wee, baby. Oh yeah, I've been had millions. I've been a millionaire. I've been did this. I experienced this a long time ago. Yeah. You know, yeah, that part. She said, once you dealt with one, it's easy to spot. Yes. She said the violinist hurried up and deleted that narc off her page. Did she? Girl, is she gone? Is she all? I mean, did she delete him off the page? Did she really, Gigi? She said they're only positive until they are mad. Once they're mad, you'll see the real them. That's narcissistic rage. It's scary. We've seen it with Kevin and his sis. Ooh, Lord, yes, baby. So she didn't, she said she did. OMG. So she didn't untag. She didn't untag this man all up and down her page. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, yo. She said, I've been a middle-aged granddaddy. I mean, imagine, I thought she said I'm sorry. Imagine being a middle-aged granddaddy narcissist letting a female blogger on social media pull their strings and turn them into puppets. They literally follow your game plan word for word every time, dummies. They do. And it's all because they want to prove something else to their audience. If I say your daughter don't cook, the next day she's going to be cooking. If I say you don't do your son hair, the next day his hair is going to be done. If I say y'all stay cooped up in the house and you moved all the way to another country just to sit in the living room or the kitchen, then the next day they going to the mall. That's just what's going to happen. That's literally just what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, you know? So anyway, but narcissists are also weak-minded people, even though we say things like, oh, they're highly intelligent and they're so calculated, or, you know, they're good with their words, they're so charismatic. They're also weak. They're so weak individuals. So weak. So anyway, yeah, that's it. She said, literally though, for real or more. Yeah, for real. Now, I'm not moving all the way to over to, I'm not saying you got to go and be out every day, all day, but I ain't no way. I would have stayed in Georgia for that. I'm not going to another country just to sit in the living room. You know what I mean? I want to explore hell. You in a whole new country. Shit. I want to go find out what's there. You know? At least for the first few months or so. First year, really. You know? But anywho, guess you can't do that if you ain't got no moolah grande. You hear me? So anyway, but that's it, y'all. That's it. She's RH is still on the violence page. Oh, he is? Oh, somebody said he's still on the violinist page. Oh, okay. Who said that he was taken off? I thought that was funny. She said, why? Wonder how it'll go with the new supply. I think it's going to be short-lived. A narcissist can't really maintain a longevity relationship. And the ones that they do maintain longevity relationships with, they will forever be their supply. She says, no, I'm talking about whatever you say, and the next day they literally do it. Oh, yes, that part. And do, but they got the brains, lies. low self-esteem. Yeah, that's true. Chop it up. You are right about that. Her TikTok, she deleted it. Oh, on TikTok, she deleted it. Yeah, I don't even follow her, so I wouldn't even know. She said that little girl has no playmate, and that's sad. What little girl? What are you talking about? Has no playmates. Narcs are always jealous of their partner. It could be the way you dress, how friendly you are, your tangibles, or your friendships, etc., which is crazy. You know what I mean? Which is absolutely crazy. Yeah. Yeah, but nevertheless, y'all, we will keep it moving. We will definitely keep it moving. Definitely keep it moving. I'm going to read a few more of y'all comments, and then we're going to wrap this thing up, y'all. She said, this man is out here on this internet acting like a whole bitch. I don't encourage families to fight, but this damn man would definitely be difficult to deal with. Just be prepared for the roller coaster. Are you saying that you think that him and Toya are going to go back at it? I think that he's going to try to manipulate Toya into just kind of being silent. But this is what I envision for Toya. If she gotta get a little bit more confidence in her, I guess. But I honestly believe that Toya can take this internet stuff by storm. Like, she really could be good. And I believe that if she really put her mind to it and do what she has to do, I believe that she will grow past her brothers. And I believe that's when they're going to want to attach on to her. You know what I'm saying? And be like, oh yeah, I'm the little brother. I'm the little brother. I'm the little brother. Because right now we know that they have fake ass bots and stuff for their followers. Because there's no way, you can't tell me that 998,000 people are in comas, right? So I'm gonna go off on a limb and say quite a bit of their supporters are fake, are absolutely fake, right? So because of that, and I don't know if Toya has grown, have went and bought the bot package, you know what I mean? I don't know. I hope she haven't, but if her following is organic, just pour into your followers. If I was Toya, I wouldn't come back out here with this bullshit now. Damn day. Fuck your brothers, girl. And fuck your brother supporters. Let your brother supporters and your brothers go. Let their asses go, girl. Move around them. For real, for real. They gonna still be doing the same thing next year. If y'all think for one moment that they going somewhere, meaning that they're gonna move on and do other content and not stalk and sweat us, then you crazy. They're absolutely gonna do that. They're absolutely gonna sub us, make subliminals, write on their community wall, share bullshit. They're gonna do that. They can't help themselves. They're absolutely going to do that. But they do it to try to draw your attention, to get you off of doing something that's going to elevate you. They literally just want to pull on your damn shirt string just so they can stay attached to you in some type of capacity. But you got to shake off ticks and gnats and rats. Shake them off. Sometimes you just have to do that. They'll scream your name for clout to help build their page. They'll lie. They'll share drama. They'll do that because they're still trying to grow their page. But I believe that if Toya ignored her brothers, fuck your brothers for real, the hard way, and the supporters, I would not even want their supporters to be my supporters. I mean, I wouldn't come out and say it. Let them decide, but I wouldn't care what damn one of them said. Move around them. People that's going to support you is going to support you no matter what. Move around them. Grow your audience away from your brother's support. I wouldn't even want to share the support because I'm going to tell you something. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. What's going to happen is the next fallout that we're going to see that's going to be big, and just wait for it because it's coming. It's going to be Kevin and LaTruth. They're going to fall out. Because one of them going to get jealous of the other. Right now, Kevin is using Robert's supporters to help fund his initial stay in Colombia. He's going to try to recruit 2 Robert supporters. He's going to try to get some of Robert's supporters to come over to Colombia to live that life that he's living and pay that HOA fee. Oh, let me show y'all something. While I'm talking, let me show y'all what I mean. They're going to be the next, they're going to have the next fallout. Let me show y'all something. I didn't even show y'all this the other day. And y'all know this has happened more than once. I've showed this more than once. Hold on. I mean, not this particular one, but an example of this, right? I mentioned this more than once. Now I'm going to show you something. This gets to my point that they're going to fall out. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to count every single time this happens, but I am going to say when I notice it, okay? Now, Kevin went live the other day hollering my turn. Y'all remember the day he did a live? How many days ago that's been? Let's look at Kevin's page. Hold on. So Kevin did a live hollering my turn on, and yeah, I'm only telling y'all this so that if you don't believe me, you can go look for yourself. Okay. So Kevin did a live hollering my turn on 3 days ago. 3 days ago. Kevin went live and said, my turn. You see where it says 497 people watching started 20 minutes ago. Okay. 20 minutes ago. LaTruth, the same damn day, went live 5 minutes later. You see where it says Robert Hampton is live 15 minutes? Literally 5 minutes later, his brother goes live. So again, when I tell you it's going to be a fallout, it is. He went live, started 20 minutes ago. He goes live. It's a 15 minutes, which means his brother was live for 5 minutes and LaTruth went live. How many times have we seen this happen? How many times have we called this out? This is no coincidence. Trust me when I tell you, his notifications are set. He knew his brother was live. Come on. He's following his brother's page. Because guess what? He still ended up in his brother's comments. Because people didn't flock to LaTruth the way they flocked to Kevin. So LaTruth ended his live after so many minutes or whatever, right? He ended his live and went to his brother's live saying, be like LaTruth. He literally, listen when I tell you, he literally went to his brother's live saying, you need to be quiet, blah, 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 and be like LaTruth. He said, you need to be like LaTruth. And Kevin was over there, yeah, I know, bro. I need to be more like you and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He literally said, be like LaTruth. He's telling his brother, Kevin, to be like him. As if like he's this very positive role model type figure that everybody should want to be him. Why would Kevin want to be like a guy that's over $10,000 behind on child support? But Kevin be taking shots at him as well, saying like a real father is, you know, showing up like a, let me tell you something. I don't give no damns how much Kevin come out here and acting like he's protecting his brother by like, you know, I respect my brother. I love my brother. Blah, 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 blah. It's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. Bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. All that is for social media. They're still holding on to, we really love each other. We down for each other. We talk to each other. We respect each other and all that. We like each other shit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. So again, you cannot tell me that LaTruth didn't know that his brother was live and holding almost 500 people in his chat. 497 people watching. This joker like, let me tell you, Robert knows that Kevin is pitching to his supporters. And if you think Robert don't listen to me, you crazy as fuck. And I've mentioned it on my channel. Kevin is trying to take Robert's supporters, and he will. He will. And Robert knows that. How he know it? Well, because he heard me say it. He heard me say it. Because that's what's trying to happen. You remember, and we don't have to say no names in my chat, but you remember when I befriended, or we, me and another person that was once an op of mine, we became cool, and I was sleeping on this person. I wasn't really peeping their game early on, but they were secretly kind of trying to steal my supporters by saying, they was trying to appease to my supporters by saying things like, oh, I'm not toxic. I'm not coming out here to be toxic. I'm putting out good content, this, that, and the other. They were trying to make my supporters think that I'm just about the drama while they're elevating and being, positive and this, that, and the other. They were trying to appease to my supporters, all for the mere purpose of trying to yank my supporters from underneath me, just like that. Well, that's what's happening here. Kevin is trying to smooth talk, sprinkle a little sugar on top, manipulate, gather up, and steal his brother's supporters. He wants to appear, oh, I'm smarter, I'm brighter, I'm wiser, and yeah, I'm a better leader. You guys should follow me. He's going to do it. You just wait. It's going to happen. You just wait. Hey, J-Bands, it's going to happen. You just wait. And Robert knows it. Hence why when he saw 497 people watching his brother live in just 20 minutes, that's 500 people in your chat in 20 minutes. That's actually amazing. Now, granted, he scheduled the live, and that's always a good thing, right? But 500 people in a matter of 20 minutes, he don't like that. You want to know why he don't like it? Because he feels the shift. He knows his brother is talking and pitching to his supporters. He knows that. He knows that. And he ain't really been doing nothing but chasing a little, woman around on social media with pretty hair. Okay? That's all he doing. Robert is in deep search of another Brianna so bad. And that's what he been doing. Robert has not, and Robert don't connect with his supporters. Robert talked down to his supporters. Look, Kevin tried to pretend like he's talking with his supporters. I'm telling y'all what's going to happen. I don't know if you just don't believe me or what, but they're going to fall out. Because Robert is going to peep what is happening. And he's going to try to snatch them back and reel them back, but it's going to be too late. Kevin will secure Robert's supporters and some. And you may even see Robert starting to act like Kevin, start mimicking Kevin, especially if he starts seeing Kevin getting all the attention. Now, let me show you something else. So Kevin got quite a bit of views off that video that he did with posting Amarion, right? Amarion doing some type of dance, throwing his little DD around, right? So what did he do?
Lift high, 5, 1, go.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to. All right. So I was trying to turn the music off or whatever. But this is what he do on the same day, y'all. The same day his brother post this, he stole it and put his song over it. He stole it and put his song over it. And he put it on his video for monetization to get paid. He stole his brother's video and said, oh, let me just slap my song on it and get paid for it. Yeah, let me just steal it right quick. Let me grab that. Yep, let me grab that. He owe me. I could pull receipts on him. He borrowed $300 from me last year and still owe me $298. Let me get it right quick. He stole it. This is LaTruth's page, y'all. He stole his brother's video. The one he stuffed his pants on, one of the ones he stuffed his pants. He stole his brother's video, put it on his page, and put his Let Me See You Dance Girl, Drop It Low all the way to the flow song. So it's starting. We don't see it. I mean, we see it, but a lot of people don't see it, but it's starting. But it will get worse. You just wait. Because if he can come out here and publicly fight with his sister, he would come out here and publicly fight with his brother. But again, this one right here, is proof that what I'm saying started 20 minutes ago, and then 15 minutes. He was in for 15 minutes. It says live. You see, it's live, 15 minutes. 5 minutes after Kevin had 497 people into his chat, here come LaTruth saying, "Oh, hell to the no. Oh, hell no. Let me grab some of them." But he's not able to do it. Even though Kevin is boring, when Kevin is on that drama shit, he draws people. They ain't really feeling Robert like that. You know what I mean? They ain't really feeling him like that. So anyway, she said that's pretty much calling Kevin fruity by putting that song to it. That shade of it all. I don't know. I'm seeing, I ain't even gonna say it. Just forget it. She said Robert is getting irrelevant by the millisecond. He is. He absolutely is. He's becoming irrelevant. He's absolutely becoming irrelevant. I've seen that already. Even with his, let's look at something else. Now, y'all know when we put this type of information out, they try to prove us wrong, but nevertheless, right? As we look at his page, even with the new girl, right? He's not getting that much energy. They have naked on here. Look at they have naked on this picture. He got 1.3K. You know what I mean? In a robe, 1.4, in a robe, 674. Part one, this part one. Robert is reliving. He's trying so hard to relive what he had in the past. Robert, when the internet was just starting and there was really not a whole lot of Black people, content creators out there, and people wanted to see Black people, that's when Robert trend the most, right? Now that they got more Black people out here, the dude is boring. He don't have what it takes, but he want it back so bad. He's like, oh, I want people to look at me, watch me, watch me. No one is studying him. No one is checking for him like that, except for, of course, the ones that want to try to, go against his ex. Those are the only ones that every now and again they'll go and check his page. But no one is checking for him like that. This girl is really not drawing views. And somebody actually said, oh, no more, she's drawing views. Where? Momo draws views. But not this girl. She's not drawing views. People sick of him switching up every week, kissing on other women, having his thick tongue down other women's throat. And then come on here and be like, oh, we just friends. After the woman start losing weight, getting a long face and crying. He's screwing the help. You know that? He's screwing the help. He's smooth talking his way into their underclothing. They fall for the okie doke. You know? So anyway, I'm only pointing that out to say he ain't really getting what it is that he wants. He wants, oh my God, he wants so bad to get all these views and this, that, and the other. But tomorrow he'll have another Dear God letter. Lord, heal my page, Lord. Sprinkle some love and some views and comments on my page, Lord. Bless it. Forgive my page. Strengthen my page. Bring my supporters back from 1980. I need you, Lord. I'll mention your name. I already wrote it on my arm. You know I love you. I always say hashtag your name, Lord. He'll do a sympathy, Dear God letter tomorrow. He will. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. It's coming. So anyway. But y'all, what was funny to me, and I think I mentioned it yesterday, girl, it was so funny to me. That Joker was like, oh, let me let y'all hear it right quick. He was like, we're going to be in all the blogs. This Joker said, we're going to be in all the blogs. Hold on. Hold on. Let me let y'all hear. He said, I'm going to be in all the blogs. He was like, oh my God, I'm going to be in the blogs. They going to be laughing at me. I'm going to be in the blogs. Listen.
No. All right. The warm-up song, right?
Hold on.
I know a little bit of the words.
No.
Okay, maybe it wasn't that one. Let's go to the next one. Oh, he said he's going to be in all the blogs. I think it was this one, maybe.
Sitting here against the blue face. Trying.
Keep going.
But I'm so scared.
All right, maybe it's not that one. Oh, I can't take that. Hold on, let me see if I can get to it. Did he delete it? He may have deleted. It might be this one. Hold on.
All right. Okay, man, share this up tonight. I still got the hand on you. Wish.
I know a little bit of the words. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't find it, but anyway, he was asking her, do she like to eat the booty like groceries or something like that? And she was like, do you like that? And he was like, I mean, it feel good. It feel good. I had it done a time or two or whatever, And anyway, so he said something about he likes sodomy. He didn't know that eating the booty, the peanut butter, he thought that was sodomy, right? So then she was like, nah, you don't need to say that. You don't need to say that at all. Like, people going to talk about you. He was like, oh, it's going to be on all the blogs tomorrow. He want that girl to think that he's so famous. He want her to think he's so famous. And she don't know no better. She looking at his numbers like, oh my God, he got 1 million people. She said, more, they did have over 15K on their other YouTube video. But that doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he goes through non-StreamYard, you have to understand. And where they got 15K? I don't see no 15K on no video. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I see 23K on the manifesting video. You talking about that one? And 24. But you got to think about it. I mean, that's on a short. That's easy to get on the short. Let's go to the video. Let me see. I don't see no 15K on no video. No, So let me explain something to y'all. Or let me look at the live before I say that. Let me go live 3.4. Oh, yeah, okay. So that must have been the one, the 15K on the one that he said eating booty like groceries. Let's see.
I don't be knowing all the words.
First of all, no, it's the fact that you be snapping all deep for me. You can say that with us though. We need to go to that too though. She said,
hold on.
Absolutely, man.
It matters of.
Hold on.
Be the true victim.
Say like no.
Well, I don't know which one it was in, but okay, so if it's a video, 15K may not be bad. I mean, this was a live stream. Was it live or video? Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see, was it a video or a live stream? If it's 15K on a video, then that's good, right? That means it's an upload. Oh, it was a live stream. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything, because if he's going directly through YouTube and not StreamYard, if he's going directly to YouTube, it's probably full of bots. It may show that you have 15K, but that don't mean nothing. I had one day, it had 10K, and I think I made like $2, $3, some shit, $30 or something like that. It was like really low. So that don't necessarily mean anything. But if it was a video with 15K, then that would be something, right? Can y'all imagine him bent over with that humpback and saggy booty for someone to eat his backside? Girl, who wants to think about that? She said, and that's why he's have so many breakouts around his mouth, nasty bitch. Oh my. We knew he liked to put his mouth on a bunch of women private areas simply because his stuff big enough. His stuff is not big enough to satisfy. Lord Jesus. Y'all crazy. She said, yeah, bots stay on his live. Yeah, so if bots are on the live, yeah, you know, it's a fake read is what it is. It's a fake read. Yeah, she said at this point he has no direction, and he does not have no direction. That is absolutely a true statement. He has no direction. He has no direction. At this point, he's trying to do whatever he can. He's just trying so hard. He's basically trying to pull something out his ass. He's really trying to pull something out his ass. Did y'all notice? She said stopped at 10.9. Yeah, I noticed. You know, that package ran out. You know, that package ran out. She said, is in the video sleepover number 1. Sleepover number 1? Sleepover number 1? Or do you mean... oh, is it in there? Oh, let me see. I think he deleted it.
Okay, man, send this over to your
No, I don't say so good on the words. I'm waiting. So.
He must have took it out because I don't see it in there. Oh, right here. Duh. Oh no, I just put it on there, so that's not it. Anyway, I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it, and I'm not about to keep looking. Oh, duh. Hold on.
It is what it is. Like, I know what you've been doing if you come back at 2 in the morning. I have a different. So we're gonna go in the show.
I'm an October Libra. Anyone else at that moment? Encyclopedia.
For some reason, I'm 10.
No. No, yeah.
Get close and want to see your eyes.
Don't make no.
Heaven.
Please.
Got my head resting again, man.
Here you go, right here, y'all. Listen.
Don't do that like that.
Oh my gosh. What kind of thing you got, sir?
Hey, we need to get the likes up to match the people.
So this is when he says that he likes to eat the booty like groceries or whatever, or he get his booty ate like groceries, or he eat booty, smell like booty, something. Something to the effect of smelling booty, eating booty, or something like that. Listen.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I ain't saying tell you no lies. Woman unsodomized.
See, he said it's some women that sodomized. He feel like he got sodomized by women, okay? And then here come the smart one to save the day because, you know, he didn't get past Forest City education. So here she come to save the day to let him know that eating booty like grocery is not being sodomized, because he said there's some women that then sodomized him. I don't know who he referring to, but let's just continue.
Wait, we can't play about sodomization.
Is that what that's called?
No, that's when you get.
That joker said, ain't that's what that's called? And he said, what's sodomized, right? Lord, Father Jesus, help him, Lord. But wait till he say he about to be in all the blogs because he think he's so special and so big and shit. This is funny.
Don't say sodomized. Not sodomized.
I thought that's what eating the booty was.
No, that's not. Oh my gosh. And I'm thinking you got sodomized.
They definitely about to get in trouble.
Oh. Please scratch that, y'all. Please
scratch. One thing that's went in there is a woman's tongue. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Please scratch that.
Couple of women's tongue.
Oh my gosh.
And why would he have that conversation around her? I really hope that she's not his girlfriend, because to even hear that him say that and then in front of her and online is definitely disrespectful. So I hope that's not his girlfriend, because if it is, she's already setting herself up to be disrespected. This is very disrespectful for a man to talk about what happened with his sexual life in front of a girl that he's attracted to. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope that she's not as lame as she sound right now, hollering, oh my God, if they are a couple. This is if they are a couple. I mean, if they just doing this for content, it is what it is. But if this is his girl, she already setting herself up to be another season, honey. She's going to be crying and confessing to the Lord in about another year or so.
It's a woman. Woman is another tongue.
I said they go live at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on that one. Exactly.
No, it is. Oh my God. Wrong choice of word. I thought that's what that meant, man. Y'all don't do it like that.
No. I'm sorry that you didn't know, because that's crazy.
Yeah, I did. I thought that's the
yeah,
tongue.
You definitely, they definitely they about to kill you there.
How in the world do you think? Did you learn anything in Forest City? Forest City didn't teach him that sodomization. Don't he know that's a damn sin? Let's continue, Lord Jesus.
That was crazy.
That's one thing I ain't never going to explain. Right?
I mean, I was a little confused. I was like, you say sodomization?
I hope she don't think he's smart. This nigga is Forest City dumb. You hear me?
It said sodomization. I was like, wait a minute.
Since he got that beard removed, his cheekbones are very, very high. You see the anyway. Yeah, it's a sin and a crime. Yeah, you can literally go to jail for that. You literally can.
Yes, come back for part 2 tomorrow, okay?
Then he don't even believe. Oh my God. Say it ain't so. Oh my God. He literally went and checked because he don't believe her.
It was nice to meet you too, Cynthia. No, don't. Damn liar. Hit the like button on the way out. Absolutely. Absolutely. They definitely about to come for him, but you know what I'm saying? We got his back. Give him a pass tonight because he's tipsy and he clearly didn't know the definition.
Did you hear? She said he's tipsy, but then the other day he said you gotta stop putting. She said, "More, do you have Apple Pay?" Oh, yes, I sure do have Apple Pay, girl. Sure do. My Apple Pay is, what is my Apple Pay? I'll tell you in a minute. But do you see how she says he's tipsy, but then he said the other day you got to stop putting alcohol in your body. You see how the lies just tell themselves. She's like, he's tipsy, but he just said the other day that he doesn't drink. You know what I mean? The lies just tell on themselves.
I definitely didn't know the definition, man.
Please give him a pass tonight. But if he does it again, his ass is grass. His ass is grass tomorrow.
Your ass is grass. You already know what I know. I already know. They're going to be on all the blogs.
They're going to have me on all the blogs. This joker act like he like people really blog on him. Nigga, it's just me. Listen, little girl that's with him. It's just me. It's just, I'm the blog. That's it. That's all. There ain't nobody stunned your boyfriend but me. Okay? And I don't even blog on him every day. He ain't that important, girl. Don't let him fool you, little mama. I know you listening, little mama. Don't let him fool you, child. I'm it. Cat is out the fucking bag. I'm it. That's it. Ain't nobody else studying him, girl. Stop playing. That's about as good as it get right here. I'm the blog, all right? Ain't nobody checking for him. He created a smear campaign to drag his ex-wife. That's it. That's all, girl. So tread lightly and be careful, honey. Okay? That's it. I'm about to be on all the blogs because I'm an important motherfucker. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
They consent for the next week. Exactly.
On my head the rest of the year, boy.
Who is they? They gonna be on my head for the rest of the year, boy. Boy. Hey, this joker think he is so important. This shit is too funny to me, baby.
Take that damn clip and run, boy.
He got the biggest fucking smile in the world. Like, ain't nobody else smile bigger than his. I'm telling you, girl, that's one big ass smile, man. Damn. Anyway, he doesn't get more again until this weekend or next weekend. Child. Since Bree leaves his boot mouth, he ain't been right ever since. So haven't. He been trying to find somebody to match up to her. He like, ooh, I got a girl with fair skin and she got good hair. It's on and popping. It's on and popping. She said his 8.9 ain't checked for him, little mama. He probably didn't told her, my ex-wife stole my 8.9 million page. Boy, I bet she done heard all them lies. She better do her damn research. Hopefully she don't fall for it. We tried to warn Miss Season, didn't we? Miss Season didn't listen to us. Miss Season probably like, God damn it, I wish I would have listened. Shit. I'm over here listening to all these other lying tongues trying to act like he all of that. I should have listened to goddamn it more. You hear me? Anyway. She said, and brown eyes are more. Yep, she got brown eyes. She got, soft looking hair or whatever. You hear me? She said they equal or more. That's it. That's all, Monique. The blogs is me. The buck stops here. If I don't talk about him, he would die off. He would be dust. Hey, yeah, he is a big dreamer. He's a very big dreamer. You can't tell him that he ain't all that. That joke be like, the next time I perform, I be in movies and shit. I can't with Mr. LaTruth. My name LaTruth because I tell the truth. Yeah, lies you tell. Tell that girl that you don't pay child support and tell that girl you ain't got shit to do with your 17-year-old. Oh my God, this is too funny. She better tread lightly, boy. He gonna keep her drunk and intoxicated so she won't find out the truth. But I bet you he done told her all type of shit. You hear me? Ooh, Lord, baby. He said she met Momo and he recorded it, play later, said they got along. Fabulous. Season had to wait some months to come on, Momo. Check your phone for cash apps. Oh, I got cash apps? Thank you, girl. Oh, yeah, my Apple Pay. I don't even know. How do I give my Apple Pay out? How do you give your Apple Pay? How does that work? Oh, thank you. I think this is I don't know how to say your name, but Ninea. I don't know how to say your name. But thank you, girl. I think that's L7. Thank you so much. And also, don't shoot the messenger. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank y'all. She said it's on your phone. But how do I it's on my phone, but how do I give it out? Do I have to put my number on there? She said just put it in the chat and pin it or more. But how do you do that? How do you put your Apple Pay on your phone? I mean, how do you pin your Apple Pay? I don't know how to do that. She said, don't give out your phone number. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to give out my phone number for my Apple Pay. Oh, I figured it was you. I figured it was X7. I figured it was you, baby. Thank you, X7. Appreciate you. I figured it was you. I don't know how to give out my Apple Pay without giving out my phone number. I don't mind giving you my number if you hit me up from the back, but I don't want to give it out here because you remember they was calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning acting silly and shit. So I don't want to put my phone number out here. But I do have Apple Pay. So if you can hit me up on the inbox, in my inbox, then I will give you my phone number. You know, they got some weirdos here. Seriously. So if you can hit me up on my here, let me text you. I know who you are. Okay, cool. Hold on, y'all. All right. She said, did Safe move in? I don't know what that means. She's been around. He just set it up to look like he just met her. Nobody moves in that fast unless they're homeless. Well, she probably was homeless. But I do believe that they just met. She said, attach it to your email. How do you attach Apple Pay to your email? Can you do that? All right, hold on. I don't know how to do that. I don't think she's been around. I don't think she's been around. She moved in is what she was trying to say. Yeah, I do believe that she probably did move in, but I don't think that she's been around. She probably do stay there. You know, Robert don't Bree moved in 3 months. I don't think that, to be honest, I think a narcissist will try to secure the relationship real fast to get you to not run away. But I don't know. We don't know if she moved in. We don't know. She said she was homeless then. She probably was homeless. Or he need help with that rent. She probably playing the whole thing. She said, Season, tell your story. Okay. She definitely have no clothes. Yep, she always in his robe or his clothes. Yeah, her t-shirt. Yeah, but it's all good or whatever. Does she kind of favor the girl unalive, the woman at McDonald's? Not being funny, just saying, yeah, no, she does. She does kind of favor her. To me, she does. She kind of favor her to me. Yep, she does favor her. She said, well, at least a month because Momo hasn't been there in a week. She has her own apartment last week. Yeah. I don't know. The verdict is still out. It could just still be content, but she did call him baby, but Season called him baby too, and they was bumping and grinding or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So Season out here yelling, my man, my man, my man. Now she like, I've been delivered. Jesus, mercy, hallelujah, and all that good stuff. I've been reborn. But listen, baby, I can't feel sorry for Season until she come out and apologize to Bree for all the bullshit she did. And the fact that she thinks she didn't do anything is just, it's crazy. I couldn't keep that on my conscience. I really couldn't, y'all. I don't care how bad people try to make it seem like I'm an evil being. Boy, they say some of the craziest shit about me ever. They be going ham. She's just so evil. She's just the most craziest person in the world. Whoa, y'all. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, somebody just sent me a blessing. I don't even know if they want me to say anything. Hold on. I'm talking about a blessing. What? Oh my God. Girl, thank you. Hold on. Oh my God. Somebody just sent me a blessing. Like, thank you so much, girl. Appreciate you. Damn, Gina. Listen. Thank you so much. She says she know what she was doing. She was wrong and it backfired. Damn, girl. Hold on a second. Let me just text her something. Hold on. Hold on one second. All right. Sorry about that. She said, congratulations. Girl, yes, that was a blessing and a half, baby. Baby. She said, whoever it was and whatever it was, thanks for supporting our girl. Girl, in a big way. In a big way. Yes, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. She said his supporters are still team season. They don't like this one. Oh, really? She said, you deserve it more. OMG. I don't know if she wants me to say her name because, you know people. But baby, that was a blessing and a half, honey. I'm talking about a blessing and a half. She says, but I wouldn't want that B's apology. I wouldn't want the apology either, but like I said, the apology is not for Brianna because Brianna is not even entertaining her. The apology should be for her own conscience. I don't apologize to people for them. I apologize to people for me. As long as it's off my chest, if I've done something to harm people and I released it, I don't care if they accepted it or not. It releases my conscience. And that's why I don't care what other people say about it. You know, all you did is I released it from my conscience. I apologize. And once I apologize, I'm good about that. So whether you received it or accepted it, that's on you. You don't have to accept my apology. I did that for me to make me move and know that, okay, Amor, you cleared your conscience because that shit weigh on me. If I did something and I know that it could possibly hurt you, no, I'm going to apologize if I feel like what I did was wrong. But if I'm just exposing you for who you are and I'm just telling the truth about you, then I'm not going to apologize. But if I embellish some things in doing so, then yeah, I'm going to apologize for that. So, and that's a difference. A lot of people would go to their grave with that shit. I don't even see how you can go a year with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your heart be all heavy and stuff, and you be like, God damn, man, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. But some people are not like me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Some people take that shit to their grave. She know what she did to Bree, going to court, trying to testify against Bree, trying to make it seem like Bree keeping her kids from him and shit like that or whatever. All those was lies, and she know that. She know that. She literally was trying to help him, ruin her, and that's just not right. And that's why she's paying for what she did. So I just feel like she should apologize, but she probably don't feel that way. And she probably feel like if she apologized, they all gonna turn on her. Just like they did Toya. So, you know, she probably over there wrestling with that shit. Like, damn, I did this girl wrong. But if I admit that I did her wrong, then all these vultures gonna come after me. You remember Bree and Toya apologized to each other because they know they both did each other wrong. You know? So anyway. She says they will turn on her. Oh, yeah. Season? Oh, yeah, definitely. She's not going to have no peace within herself. That's how I feel. She said, I don't think she has a conscience. She probably don't because, you know, I think the last time she was on the panel, she was acting like she didn't do nothing. She was acting like she didn't do anything, you know, not the panel, but in the chat. She acting like she ain't did nothing. You know? In a way, it seemed like they have this personal vendetta against Brianna. They feel like we have a vendetta against Robert and his brother, but we don't. We just point out behaviors. They want to ruin her. They feel like we want to ruin Robert and Kevin, but that's not what we want to do. We want to just point out behaviors. They talk about she ate Cheerios today with cow milk and she should have been using toad milk. She's such a horrible being. And it be the people that's doing it, that's mothers themselves. And listen, if that spotlight got put on them, man, they'll be all up in behavior health and shit. Help me. They doing this to me. Can you cover me, please? I can't take it no more, but I can dish it out. I can do it to other people, but I don't want it done to me. I don't understand these people. You know? She said, when is court? For Brianna, I want to say it's the 12th, is it? It's either the 8th or the 12th. And let me just make a correction right quick about me. There's rumors out there that I be striking people page. If I struck a page, they'll show you that I struck a page. The only page I struck lately has been Amber's. All these other people that's yelling, she struck me. They are liar from the pits of hell, okay? They are liar from the pits of hell. So if you hear people saying, oh, they out here striking, she out here striking my page, she's striking my page, they a damn lie. Tell them to show it. Liars. Liars. If somebody struck your page, they would tell you who struck your page. Just like Amber showed it. Kevin said I struck his page. He a lie. Mika said I struck her page. She a lie. Stephanie said I struck her page. She a lie. And Felicia said I struck her page and she a lie. They liars. I struck Amber page. That's it. That's all. Lately. Matter of fact, it's in your back office. It be in your back office. That's the thing. It's in your back office who you struck. They just be liar. Liar, liar, pants on damn fire. You know? I haven't struck a page since I struck one July 29th. Okay. I got mine struck in June. That was from Amber. I had another one struck of me. I don't know who struck this one. May have been Amber in May. But anyway, the last one I struck was February. So February, and then I didn't strike no more until July. So all these people that be hollering, she struck my page, Kevin and all these people, they a liar, y'all. They such liars. I'm telling y'all, they just liars. Lie for no reason. Just lie, lie, lie. Lie for no reason. And y'all, I own it. If I did it, I own that shit. But they just be lying. They love to just, sling my name around or whatever because they think it's going to bring them a view or two. It'd be funny to me. You doing all of that for a view? You're doing all of that for a view. I swear. And they said Stephanie was over there making all type of threats. Stephanie just mad because I told everybody she ain't had no lawyer. Let me just say this, y'all. And I'm not going to go back and forth with Stephanie because I know that they said she just won't clout or whatever. But I do have to say this. If Stephanie had a lawyer, I challenge Stephanie to post that shit. I challenge her to post it. I know she didn't have a lawyer. I know for a fact that she didn't have a lawyer. I know for a fact that she didn't have a lawyer, okay? And not only did she say that, Stephanie said she paid, y'all listen to this rationale. Stephanie said she paid $2,000 for a lawyer, okay? She said the lawyer came in and told the judge that she was going to be late. The lawyer was in her place while Stephanie was on her way. That's what Stephanie said. This is Stephanie's story, okay? So they waited. So the judge waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. And then when Stephanie showed up, the lawyer left. So why the fuck would you pay a lawyer that's going to leave when you show up? Because when I tell you her lawyer didn't speak on her behalf when Bree was in court, I'm telling you that. A lawyer speaks on your behalf. You don't speak. A lawyer speaks on your behalf and asks you questions. You may only say one or two things when you have a lawyer. You can ask my witnesses, okay? When I had a lawyer, I didn't open my mouth. I wrote something on a piece of paper and handed it to my lawyer, and I didn't have to say shit. The judge ain't asked me shit because my lawyer was representing me. Stephanie wouldn't been in there saying Your Honor, I don't have to speak on Brianna. I don't have to say anything about her. I just want this shit to be over, man. Let me tell you, I don't even give a fuck. Stephanie went in there in court trying to bring up Brianna's marriage, okay? Saying shit. She lied on her husband, Your Honor. She went in there, she went online, she lied on her husband. She brung up that Brianna brung her stuff to the internet and blah, 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 blah. Okay? Listen, all I got to say is I know for a fact that she's lying. I know for a fact. Now, I'm not going to get all into it, but Stephanie is a liar. There's nowhere on the paperwork that she had a lawyer because she did not. She lied to her people. And she should be ashamed for lying to her people. All over $400? You lied for $400. Make that make sense. You lied for $400. For $400. Anyway, she lied for $400. And so she can call me all the names in the book and it still ain't gonna change the fact that she lied. She can say one titty, itty bitty city, kitty, litty, itty, fitty, titty. You can say whatever. That girl can say whatever she wants to say. And it still don't change the fact that she lied. If I'm lying, tell her to prove it. Show me the paperwork with your lawyer that stood in the gap for you and left when you came. Show the world. She can't because she's a liar. The paperwork says pro se, and pro se means there was no lawyer there. The girl is a bona fide liar. And I'm even going to say this, right? Let me tell you how we know that she's even more of a liar. She says that she had a lawyer the first court date. Do you know the first court date was supposed to be over the, what do you call it? Virtual or what do you call that? When they just cam up? Zoom or whatever. It wasn't even supposed to be in person. The only reason why they made her hang up the phone and get her ass there is because she was trying to record the damn session. So when they told the judge that she was trying to record, the judge told her to get her ass in court. So she had to leave Zoom and go to court. Okay? So she went to court. The judge said, how long is it going to take you to get here? She said it. She had to take her ass to fucking court. There was no lawyer. There was no damn lawyer. She's a damn liar. And she's mad because my big mouth exposed her ass. She had no lawyer. She's a liar. I don't even know why you would lie to your supporters. I value my supporters like that. I value my supporters. And even like you double down on your lie. You double, you triple, you quadruple down on your lie. That means she don't give no fucks about her people. Because it's not even, it's a simple lie. Like it's a simple lie. It's deceitful, but it's a simple lie. You know? So anyway, all I'm saying is that's some crazy work. Crazy ass work. Think I'm gonna be like, yeah, I did have a lawyer. I did have a lawyer. I did have a lawyer. Girl, you did not have a lawyer. You just asked him for $400. And I don't even understand why she just couldn't come out here and say, y'all, I need $400. I'm about to get kicked out, or I need to go buy this. I need to go buy that. Can y'all help me raise $400? Man, do you know if they your real supporters, they would have made it happen. Hey, y'all, I need to raise $400. My rent due by 12. Can y'all help a sister out? They would have helped her if they were real supporters. But to come out here and be like, I got $1,600 on it and I need $400 more because I got to pay $2,000 for this lawyer and you didn't have one? You's a damn, you a liar. You are a liar. You don't know, she don't know nothing about nothing, but the girl is a liar. She's a liar, just a loudmouth ass liar. That's all she is. But I'm not going to go back and forth and fight her and all this threatening shit. Like I said, she ain't no different than all the rest of them that threaten people online. They won't bust a damn fucking grape. Do you hear me? Not one grape. They just make threatening shit, say this to say that. You can say anything on the internet. Do you hear me? You can say whatever you want on the internet. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can say it on the internet. And that's just what she does. You know what I mean? Just talk. And that's how I look at it. Just talk. They all do that just talk bullshit. Just talk. Just talk. Just talk. Just talk. They always do that shit. Just talk. You know? So anyway, bye. Gotta go wash her hair and her fingernails. But I'm not about to argue with that bitch. That bitch trying to grow her page back because she already got one taken down, okay? She trying to grow her page back, and I'm going to tell you something. Now, let me just hush. She said, wait, she got her YouTube back. No, she started up a new page. But just wait. But anyway, she said, has anyone heard from Lynn? Who is Lynn? She said she ain't gonna do shit. I know she ain't gonna do shit. They just talk shit. She's trying to build her page up since they took it, so she's using her name to do it. Yep, exactly. That's what she's doing. That's exactly what she's doing. She said, Kevin, shut those flying monkeys' mouth up. They don't know what to do now. Look out more. Oh, yeah, they're going to come for me, but I don't care. I'm not going back and forth with them. They can say whatever. They can say whatever. You know what I mean? They can say whatever. I would just ask if you really support me, don't send me that bullshit. I don't want to see it, you know? She has yelled my name so many times. And, you know, it's funny that she has so much to say, and they love saying all type of shit about people looks. And baby honey, oh my God, y'all. I ain't even gonna go there because some people just can't help it. Some people just can't help it. You know what I mean? Some people just can't help it. So I'm not even gonna go there. But anyway, she's useless. She's absolutely useless. That's all she knows how to do. Come out here and scream. Steal people cooking photos or whatever. Claim they hers. And then come out here and scream. That girl did a whole video comparing herself to Bree. Bitch can't do this, Bree. Bitch can't do this. Bitch can't do this. Bitch can't do this. Sis said you are giving her too much attention. You're thirsty. Wait a minute. I'll never forget that damn video. Oh my God. So anyway, but she said people should really respect your wishes by now sending you the mess. Yeah, you would think so, but people still do. Yes, don't send me that. I really don't want to see it. I know they be doing it because the threats is what can get you to charge. You know what I'm saying? People making threats can get you to charge. That's pretty much the only thing they can get you charged is the threats. She said, why did they dismiss all the charges on her? Well, let me tell y'all a little bit of something about harassment and stalking and this day. You know what? I'll tell you another day. I'll tell you another day, but let me just say it like this. You have to be able to prove a pattern. And we'll get into that another day. I'll have a whole class about it. You know? We'll get into that another day. Yeah, but you know what though, Angela, to be honest with you, if y'all support Bree and if y'all support me, y'all wouldn't listen to that stuff because your ears wouldn't be able to handle it. You know what I mean? It should be very hard for y'all to sit there and listen to somebody tear somebody down. So if you are listening to it all, you need to ask yourself this. And I'm not trying to guilt any of you guys, but really just a heart to heart right now. If you really support a person, it should burn your ears to hear them say the most disgusting things ever about somebody that you support. So if you can stomach it, if you can sit there and listen to it all, you need to ask yourself something. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how can I sit here and listen to this? It should burn your ears so bad, right? That you say, nah, I can't hear this shit. Let me turn my channel. This is disgusting. Seriously. Because if you can listen to the whole thing, then something ain't right. Something just ain't right. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, I remember they used to tear Brianna down. And I used to be like, man, I can't even listen to that. I can't even get all the way through it, you know? Because it would bother my soul, my spirit. Okay? So with that being said, for those that's out there sitting in these people live streams and listening to all of that, yeah, something ain't right with you. I'm just going to be honest with you. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. You know? Because, you know, if you support a person, it should burn your ears. It should burn your soul. You should be like, God, I can't hear that. I can't listen to this nonsense. You know? So anyway, she said, I agree. I protect my ear gates. Yeah. So something ain't right if you can sit there and listen to 3 hours of somebody screaming and yelling and calling someone that you support the most disgusting things ever. And the reason why their people can listen to it or whatever is because that's what they want. You know? Yeah, but Tina, she says, we do watch their content because I'm shocked and it's unbelievable that the things that they say is kind of like, wow, I can't believe that they actually saying these things. But listen, if you did that once, I can get that. I understand your logic for one time. But 2, 3, 4, you know what type of person they are by then. So sit up there and continually listening to it. Just to me, that just means you enjoy it. You know, you enjoy it. Because if you don't, it's no way you can continue to listen to it when you already know what type of person they are, already know what they're going to deliver. You enjoy it. You know? It's been plenty of times where I'll start off listening and I'm like, oh, hell no, let me change this. I can't listen to it. I can't listen to somebody tear somebody down that I support. I can't. I just can't. Even if I listen to 5 minutes of it, I'm turning it off like, oh, hell no. This person is crazy. This person is nuts. And you should be able to sum up where they coming from. Oh, this person is jealous, or this person is envious, or this person is spiteful, or this person is just downright disgusting. You know? Especially after 1 or 2 times, you know where they heart at. All right, the first couple of times, oh yeah, I can't believe they this disgusting. The third, fourth time, no, you like that shit. You like it. Candy said, I'll read the transcripts with my volume turned all the way down for research purposes. Yeah, I mean, yeah. She said, I honestly can't hear them talk about y'all either. I just can't. Yeah, most people don't. But I just say, just think about that shit for a second. Giving them a view, that's what they want. They want a view. They want it to get into your mind, into your brain, or whatever the case may be. But their people love it. They hate Bree. So of course, listening to it, they hate me. They hate Bree. So of course, listening to it is like, yeah, talk about her. Yeah, drag her, dog her out. Yeah, she's this, a bitch. She's all of that. Yeah, I love it. Yes, yes. Talk about her mom, her dad, her head, her legs, her feet. I love it. They're over there having orgasms. They're literally having orgasms listening to someone tear Bree apart. Bree don't do nothing to these people. Majority of these people are mental patients. Mental patients. Even the one last night on Ms. White's panel. Believe it or not, and this is not even talking about Ms. White. It was the lady up there with Ms. White. She's a whole mental patient. Up here saying, making threats and shit. She was a whole mental patient. She was literally a whole, Ms. White was, I don't want no problems. I just wanted to get this off my chest. I want to move past this. This girl was a whole mental patient. I'm like, who the fuck? I asked somebody, who is this? Who is that? Who is that up there? Who is that? And y'all still couldn't tell me her name. See, y'all couldn't tell me her name. I was like, this lady is a mental patient. Acting like she bowdy and shit. You know? Yeah, I don't know who that was. I have no idea who that is. I think it's like the partner of the show, but I can't think of the damn girl name. But anyway, child, I was like, honey, she need to disconnect from that person, but she won't. She said, I cannot and will not give them my ears. I'm not listening to someone that's arguing with a woman who doesn't say anything back to them. Exactly, Kimberly. Brianna don't say nothing to these people. They just take pleasure, literally pleasure, in judging her for every fucking thing that she does. Everything that she does. They want her to relive everything that's in her past. They want to keep it on the storefront. They literally want Brianna to be perfect. That's what they want. They really want her to be perfect. And they retarded asses are not perfect. That's the thing. They're not the best mommies. You can't be the best mommy. You and everybody toxic live over or on the internet. You ain't no good ass mom. You're just not. But they want her to be perfect. Perfect mother, perfect woman, perfect person. They want her to be perfect. Brianna bought eggs today and she let them boil for 3 minutes instead of 2. She needs to learn how to let it stay in there for 1 more minute. She's the worst mother ever and don't deserve her children because she doesn't know how to boil eggs. Next. Like, are you serious right now? You know? Absolutely insane, but whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. She said, I stopped way back because it bothers you to see them keep trying to break her down and for women to enjoy and thrive off of it. Yes. And some of them was like, I just want to see her get her karma. I just want to see her fall and scrape her face across the ground. I want to see it so much. And these people are half gone. Okay. They ain't got but a little bit of time left on earth. Anyway, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Oh, Jesus. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Exactly. Pure jealousy. Pure jealousy. Okay. That's what it is. Thank you, Lakeisha, for the love, the Coca-Cola love, baby. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, babe. You know, she said they literally mad that Josh not with his daddy, so now she's a liar again. Oh my God. They just insinuate, or should I say, yeah, insinuate what's going on. They don't know what's going on. They just, oh my God, if they only knew. If they only knew. She said that's more than jealous. It's demonic. It is demonic. Sometimes I wish Bree was my bloodline because, baby, child. But we don't make threats over here. That's one thing about us. We got all the people that used to make the threats, they gone. We don't do that over here. And that's what I love. I love that we can come online, and I love that we can blog, we can get passionate, we can point out things, we can expose. But what we don't do, get belligerent, get drunk, and start making threats. That's not us. That's not who we are. And that's not what we support. They do that dumb, crazy, illiterate shit. We don't do that. We do not do that at all. These people only talk about Bree because two things: they're jealous and they know how to get paid off talking about her. Yeah, that's true. That's it. They know that if they talk about a banana in the tailpipe, ain't nobody pulling up. Some of them just don't have what it takes, period. They horrible bloggers. They boring. They'll put you to sleep and shit. That's why they put it. That's why all their other followers are in comas and shit. There's a lot of people's subscribers are in comas. They in fucking comas. Oh my Jesus. Some of these damn subscribers are in comas. Okay. That's all I got to say. They in deep sleep. Oh my God, baby. You hear me? The only ones that's not asleep are the ones that hate Bree. Oh my God. Jesus, honey. It's like, nah, hell no, I'm asleep. I ain't got time for you. Who are you? Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get my ass up off here. I've been on here for 3 hours and 28 minutes. Oh my God. This is too funny. She said it's funny that that the whole clique is a bunch of dope heads, drunks, concubines, cult leaders, predators. Say it ain't so. Did you miss any of them? Hey, birds of a feather. She said, wait, she got a new page. What happened to the old one? She kept playing music and they kept warning her. Nobody reported her. No, let me... No, I ain't telling them, child. Let them figure it out. Let them figure it out. Let them figure it out. I ain't even gonna tell them what's wrong. So I gotta upgrade my debit card or more. I lost my other one. Okay, chocolate mess. Got you, baby. Thank you. She said comas and confused. Exactly. They confused and in comas. Did you see Cora in her costume, girl? I didn't, but y'all know something. My doctor, the one that I actually love, I love my doctor. She told me something, and because she knows Cora. She does. Let me see her costume. OMG. Wow. 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 Where are them islands that where's the islands that you can go and you can walk around and be butt naked? Where are those islands at? Because Cora, girl. Cora. What's up, baby? Cora hate clothes, y'all. I am convinced that Cora just hate clothes. But she got a bad body, though. Y'all, Cora. I, I ain't mad at Cora. Cora got a body, she could do that. But baby, Cora just got on the strings. I know Cora haters are so mad at her right now, baby, because first of all, her body is banging, but she is so naked. She is so naked. Cora is just, I can't even show it on my YouTube. They might take it down. Cora got a body though. You cannot say Cora ain't got a body, yada, 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 yada. You gotta have a body like that, baby. You gotta have a body like that. Now, some people will only dream of that. Some people will only dream of it. Because, baby, now who knows? If I had a body like that, I'd probably do it too. She absolutely have a body. You cannot say Cora ain't got no body. How old is Cora? Like 31, 32? Now, this is how a 31 and 32-year-old body is supposed to look, actually. It's supposed to look like that. As far as, she definitely got a body. She said Cora got on a string and thing. She does. She got on the string. Cora got on a string. She said, that's the way those dancers dress, though. That's true. They do dress like that. They absolutely do. They do. Now, I hope she ain't try to get on the plane like this. She ain't try to get on the plane like this. Did she? Let me see. I know Cora didn't try to get on the plane like this. Now, no. Y'all can't tell me Cora tried to get on the plane like this. Let me see. You can't tell Cora that she ain't fine. She is, though. Now, I like this picture right here. Now, ooh, Cora. Girl, you got it going on. Now, I bet you, I'm going to show y'all this one real quick. I bet you Justin took this photo and blew it up and put it over his bed. I'm just only going to show it for a quick second. I bet you Justin took this photo and put it over his bed. All right, I showed it for a quick second. I don't want them to think I'm trying to solicit nothing. You know what I mean? I bet you Justin took that photo and put it over his bed. Because you can't tell me Justin ain't looking at this and like, damn, that used to be mine, baby. Because Cora body is body, yada, 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 yada. And Cora knows she got a nice body. She knows it's nice. But she ain't try to get on the plane like this, did she? Cora like, you can't tell me nothing. Cora might as well move to the Caribbean. She represents well. That's why they invite her, because, they definitely gonna, I'm just sitting up here looking at the photos. I know her haters mad, man. You hear me? Horror haters are mad. You know, they hate this. They hate seeing her. But anyway, she said, I bet JD be drooling. Girl, I bet you he just like, God dang, look what I fumbled. Look what I fumbled. Oh, yeah. She said, I could never dress around my daddy's sister, husband, friend, husband, half naked. Yeah, I understand. I get you. But when you got a body like that, I can't tell you what I would do. If I had a body like that, y'all wouldn't be able to tell me shit. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Even when my body was like that, I didn't even dress like that. But I'm not knocking Cora from dressing like that. I just don't. I hope she don't try to do that in a like public space like the airport, because I don't like what she did to the airport lady that day and try to put on camera going off or whatever. I didn't like that. But as far as carnivals and stuff like that, I think that's what she should dress like that. You know what I mean? Because she does have a body, yaddy. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get off of here and we're going to chat tomorrow. Y'all sent me some stories about this young fella, 22 years old, looking for justice with his bitter baby mama. We might start that story tomorrow. We'll see. I'm just trying to see her part of the story because I got his. What's she saying? Right? What's she saying? So anyway, but let me get off. Let me thank y'all for being so gracious to your girl tonight. Thank you, Big Sis Glenn, Sonia, Inga, Katina, Kelly. Thank you for 21 months, Juanette. Thank you for renewing, Sandra. Thank you for the tip, Juanette. Jessica's 11 months. She be super. Thank you for renewing. The white ex-lover. Thank you, baby. Vet, Miss Nels, Vet, Neo. Thank you for renewing. Quane Wayne, Reese Cup, Quane and Wayne, Bonita, watch this. The RH look old and do and with love, Brittany, Michelle. I be missing everything, but it's always love. That's right, girl. She said, shit, my husband rent done knocked me between the washer and dryer. What you mean? My husband rent done knocked me between the washer and dryer. What does that mean? His rent. She said, not everybody in her section had on basically the same costume. It's a place for it, of course. What your doctor say? Oh, you know, my doctor is from Nigeria, and she feels that it's a disgrace against their country, is what she said. You know what I mean? She was just like, because when she said she's from Nigeria, I said, oh yeah, I blogged on a young lady from Nigeria. And I said, Cora. And she said, what's the last name? I said, oh, BD. She said, she rolled her eyes. And I said, you don't like her? And she said, she does too much. She just does too much. And I said, what do you mean she does too much or whatever? And then she just started to explain how back in their country or whatever, that's disgraceful for their country. That's what I said. But she's in America though. She, you know, and it's okay to do that in America. You know, I've never been to Nigeria. I don't know how they operate over there. But they allow it here in America, and a lot of celebrities dress like that. You know, I mean, we've seen some celebrities show up to award shows with half or nothing on. You remember them celebrities that just used to put Band-Aids on their boobs? You know what I'm saying? And go to a whole show. Look at Kanye West, I guess wife or whoever she is. That lady will show up naked in a minute. You know what I mean? I'm talking about completely naked. But anyway, but my doctor does not, she didn't say nothing bad. She just said it's a disgrace in Nigeria. You know what I mean? She said, more Nancy said, when she loses weight, they're going to be emailing Cora to tell her to put clothes on. So Nancy said she about to get naked. Baby, she said, it's a 14-year-old killed his parents. What? Why? Another one? She said, that's why a lot of Nigerian women mad the way she dressed. Yeah, but They say it's a disgrace, but they don't have to watch it. She's in America though. But I know it's probably okay. Yes, she's in America, but she still represents Nigeria, and you know, it's probably more of a culture thing. It's probably more of a culture thing. I don't have a problem with the way Cora dressed. You know what I'm saying? She has the body. It's not displeasing. It's nice looking. She wear it well. She wears it well. Her body is nice. You know, it fits the outfit. She wears it nice, right? I just don't like you know, what she did to that lady at the airport. She said, I really don't like her hairstyle. She has beautiful hair. Oh, you talking about for the carnival? Let me see. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with her hair. It's just different. It's yeah, I don't see anything wrong with her hair. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with her hair. She said she making money. Yep, Cora making money. They say you got to use what you got to get what you need or get what you want. You know what I'm saying? She's using her talent. Her talent is dancing. And she said once before, she says, if I dance with clothes on, will I get the attention that I get now? No. So if you're not going to pay my bills, feed my children, then don't worry about it, and so to speak. So listen, she making money. She make her moolah grande, baby. So I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at Miss Cora. She said, Amor, are you going to split this video at the time where you stop talking about Kevin? I could, Kimberly. You think I should? You think I should, Miss Kimberly? You know, I did that the other day with a video. You think I should? I might. All right, y'all. I'm about to be out. Thank y'all for, let me see who sent me a Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, right quick. Lakeisha, thank you, darling. She said, you have such a king. I love the live. Thank you so very much. And then we have Yasmin. Oh yeah, she says, I'm late, but denied. Thank you, Yasmin. Appreciate you. And then we have, oh, that was from yesterday. All right. So she said, I remember when she went on the dancing TV show. Yeah, she did good on that show. I went back and looked at it. I didn't see it when it was going on, but I saw it later, you know, like later, like maybe years later, should I say. Yep. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow, mañana. Hey, the person that told me about the story with the 14-year-old unalive his parents, can you send me that, please? Thank you. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Yay! She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there. About
She kept
bad.
talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers got me wanting to listen about because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.